All right, and we are live. How is everybody tonight? Hope everybody's had a good Monday. And we are so close to Christmas. We are so close to Christmas, I can taste the coal. That sweet, sweet coal. I always get it in my stocking every year. It's just not the holidays without some coal. But let me do some shout outs here before I bring on tonight's panel, and then we will dive into a few topics and we'll see who's on the naughty list and who's not. So here we go. We've got Art here tonight with us. What's up, Art? We've got Derek. We've got Scratch Burno. We have got RJ Skarinky. We got Grave Dank. Andy, what's up, Andy? How you doing, sir? Witch Hunter is here. Boogie Manny, what's up? Caleb Croft, what's up? How are you? Astro Juicy is here tonight. What's up, Astro Juicy? We got Big Smells here with us. And we got Brian's Masks. Very cool. There's Harley Max. What's up, Harley Max? Got Michigan Dippa. We've got Hor Orman. He's claiming he's upfront about his naughtiness. He's not hiding it. We've got Geriatric Geek here. How are you doing tonight, sir? Michigan Dippa. We got Dave here. Yeah. There's Adam MC. Drum Smash. Not If I See You First. Yeah, right on. Yeah, thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. And all right, so let's bring on tonight's panel, and then we'll dive right into it. Making his second appearance on the patron stream, and he is just decked out. He is ready for the holidays. He could not be more ready for the holidays. And that's Cody, dude who loves movies. How are you, man?
What's up, man? How you doing? Halloween and Thanksgiving just really didn't feel like those holidays this year, so I'm shoving Christmas down my throat. So hopefully it starts feeling like Christmas. At least I look like Christmas.
You've certainly, I mean, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I hope everybody at home is feeling it too. It's it's definitely a vibe. You're wearing it, man.
Thank you.
But yeah, I agree. It did not feel like Halloween really this year, at least not to me. It seemed it just came and went really quickly. It seems like, and I was down for most of October, sick, so that didn't help. And, yeah, so but yeah, I've been trying to get more and more into the Christmas spirit, and all the live streams I've done and the watch parties and stuff have definitely helped with that. So I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, and by the way, I'm digging the denim. You and Jeremy, the Denim Kings.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean,
looking good.
It really brought something out of Jeremy yesterday during our Silent Night Deadly Night 2 stream. He was just in a mood. He was in a mood all day yesterday.
Oh, Jeremy. Yeah.
So I hope he's not in that kind of mood on Friday when we do our Christmas stream. or no one will be absolved of their naughtiness. He'll be like, everybody will be naughty.
Yeah.
Hey. So, but good to see you, man.
Good to see you as well. Thanks for having me again.
Thank you for being here. And making his triumphant return after a very long absence. And I'm a little upset that he was absent for so long. Without leave, by the way. Absent without leave. So, but he's back finally. The Daily Ghost.
Hello. I'm AWOL.
How are you doing, man?
Yeah, pretty good. How are you?
Doing great, man. Doing great. Glad to see you. You're looking good. The setup there's looking great. You got the poster changer thing there. You got the ghost. You got the palm tree.
Yeah. It's been a project. But I think I'm kind of where I need to be finally. And yeah, I'm just excited to be back. I was doing a cross-country move, and that took a little bit longer than I expected in numerous ways, but I'm back and hope to be back a lot more often if you'll have me.
Yeah. We were talking before we went live. You moved. I moved like 20 miles away, and that was a nightmare. I can't imagine a full cross country I would be a mess.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I hear you. I don't even know if I would really recommend it necessarily because I mean, the change of scenery has been fantastic and really good and healthy for me, but the process of getting there has been quite the headache. So
yeah, and unboxing everything and unpacking and
yeah, it's gotten to that point where I actually, so what did I get here? I guess in June, and just yesterday I finally got to my walk-in closet or whatever, because I just didn't want to deal with that. I was just so sick of everything and seeing boxes and tape and just everything. So anyway, it's all over with now.
Yeah, I think I've probably still got a couple of boxes somewhere I never unpacked after my move. So
yeah,
totally. But yeah, it's good to see you back, man. I'm glad you're back with us.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Thanks so much.
Yeah, right on, man. Right on. So, and tell me, what is your, the Daily Ghost Radio Hour? Tell us, is that going to be something on YouTube? Is that going to be a podcast? What do you have in mind for that?
Yeah, what is it exactly? It's basically just I haven't done one in a couple years because of all this moving stuff, but I'm going to get back to it. I'm actually planning on recording another one soon. So it's just a music podcast, and I stream it through, because of copyright issues. The only site, at least that I could find, that made that doable is Mixcloud. So that's where I put. It's just an audio show.
Okay.
So. Yeah, but I have was it like 5 or 6 old episodes? I mean, they're outdated, but music's never outdated, so check them out.
Okay, all right, cool. Already, also joining me tonight, the tallest Chris I know, the Nakatomi party planner this year. How's it going, man?
Doing good. Looking to make up for back in the day in the 80s and so forth. He's got a hand, but I think this year it'll go just fine.
How's everything going with you, man?
Going good.
Okay.
All I'm gonna say is, due to those movies, I used to have beard lights because I have a beard as big as you. So I bought some beard lights online. So it kind of makes me want to go back and put them on, but they're too short right now.
Yeah, I've always wanted them, and then this year, I've never had a reason to have them. So now this year, I got them for that I'm on YouTube. So I was, this would be cool time to do it. I feel like if I had them at work or something, they'd bother me, and they'd get around and they'd fall everywhere. It'd just be a mess.
But yeah, as a casual thing, it's pretty fun to do these things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. But Chris, it's good to see you. I'm loving that sweater, the Ghostbuster sweater. It's some sweet swag you got going on there.
Oh yeah, just trying to get in the festive holiday spirit in my own way.
Okay, that's a good way to do it. The sweaters, get you some hot cocoa. I like the peppermint hot cocoa. Just really gets me just warms everything up.
Oh, exactly. So get the regular hot cocoa, some Dr. McGillicuddy's Methomint, put that in there. Mint.
Oh yeah.
Peppermint hot cocoa.
That's what the holidays are all about.
Yep.
Alcohol and self-loathing. I love it.
Christmas tree cakes.
And Christmas tree cakes, exactly. Yeah. me dipping the Christmas tree cakes in the alcohol. So, but it's good to see you tonight, Chris.
Good to see you guys as well.
And joining me tonight also is Swaggy G. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, fellas? How are y'all?
Doing good. How are you?
Excellent. Yeah, I got a Christmas gift today that is, some of y'all might like. I've never had it, but it's Evan Williams eggnog.
Oh, really?
So it's all in one bottle of Evan Williams, but it's
okay.
Whiskey with your eggnog. I've never had it. Somebody gave it to me today.
I've had Evan Williams, but I can't say I've ever mixed it with eggnog.
Yeah, it's I guess it's just one of their seasonal things. So
very interesting.
I'm not really, I love eggnog, but I don't really want to mix it with alcohol. I've never really had that urge.
Yeah, I'm the same way, Swaggy G. I like eggnog by itself, but not with alcohol.
Well, I can tell you, for our Christmas stream on this Friday, I have got some eggnog for us to try. It'll be the first time I've had eggnog since I was like a teen, and it'll be.
Oh, wow.
I'll see if Jeremy may turn his nose up at it. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm also going to try and get him to eat a Christmas tree cake because he ate the cake bites in that one video we did
Oh, yeah.
recently.
Mhm.
So I'm
Yeah.
going to see if that can carry over into a Christmas tree cake. So eggnog and Christmas tree cakes. It's going to be an interesting Christmas tree.
Those
Why didn't?
oh, go ahead.
Now I was going to ask, why didn't he like that pizza yesterday?
I think he was. I don't know. He was just in a mood. I think. I don't know.
Who
I don't
turns
know.
down pizza? That's always good.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it just because I was like, does it look weird? Because I mean, it's like it's Ghost. You told me about the Lou Malnati pizza,
Mhm.
right? Yeah. So I got some of those, and we were gonna eat one before our Sunday Night Daily Night Live commentary yesterday, and Jeremy just, I'm going to have it. Like just me offering it to him, like just pissed him off. Like he was just like, didn't want
Not a
any
deep
part of it.
Huh.
No. And I was like, is it because like, if it's deep dish, so like the top layer is like the sauce, the pepperoni, and then they just put like the Parmesan cheese on it. The mozzarella's underneath, So I don't know if he was kind of put off by that or if he just wasn't in the mood. I don't know. He was just in a mood yesterday.
Fair enough. Deep dish isn't for everybody. I don't even know if it's for me, really.
But see, I got two of them. I got a cheese only and pepperoni. He ate the cheese one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think he must have just been in a mood yesterday. I don't know. He was feeling Ricky-ish yesterday. So.
Or he's embracing the Home Alone, that cheese pizza. This is what he's doing.
It's true. That's true. I didn't think about that. Yeah. Man. Yeah. I got some love for Cody's beard in the chat.
Thank you.
Yeah. We've got, moving definitely sucks. Moving always sucks. Yes. So are you guys all ready for Christmas? Got all the shopping done, got the stockings stuffed, got the what's it, the stockings hung with care.
No, man, everything's so late this year. I'm just like, even ordering things, like I'll order things on like Black Friday and I'm just now getting them in. So I'm just like, dang, hope I get it all in. And it's just like, even going to the stores, I'm not really finding much. It's like, dang, I gotta go online and get things I want. Kind of takes the experience out of it. So this year hasn't been that fun, shopping wise.
I actually think part of getting into the Christmas spirit is going to the mall or going to the department stores and seeing everything all dressed up and hearing the Mariah Carey song and just being in that that vibe kind of gets you in the Christmas spirit. And I've done pretty much all my shopping online. Okay, some stuff I've got from like Walmart, but even Walmart done up for Christmas, it doesn't feel like it's just Walmart still, so maybe that's part of it. I don't know, but
yeah. And I would, I was at the mall yesterday and I didn't even see a mall Santa. Is that still a thing or no?
I mean, there was one last year.
Unless I just didn't see it. I wasn't looking, but now that I think about it, it's like I didn't see Santa or anything. I saw like the angel, like the tree where you take the angels from, to buy for like the angels, but I didn't see did not see a Santa at all, unless he was on break. But I didn't see any setup or anything.
He's probably on a smoke break in the back, like, "Damn kids." he was drinking his eggnog with some Dr. Gilgillian.
I had a bunch of kids following. Yeah, I had a bunch of kids following me, thinking I was the Santa. So it's all good.
Right.
There you go.
Hey, I was going to say is I think you may be onto something though, because I think going out to the malls and the stores back in the day, it was all that chaos and crazy atmosphere, so it makes you appreciate the quiet, times of spending time with family at Christmas.
Yeah,
yeah, that's
the
true.
Contrast.
That's true. That's very true. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm usually somebody. And this year's no exception. I get my shopping done pretty quick, early, and I get it done. Like I was saying before the stream, like I don't, those people who wait to the 23rd and they're digging through the remains, you know what I mean? Like, That's a stress I don't want. So,
Mhm.
and Jeremy lets me know what he wants for Christmas in like September. So I've got the list up ready. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
That makes it a lot easier. I like it when people tell you exactly what they want.
Mhm.
Yeah, that does make it easier. And you know what? Cash, I'm good with cash. You know, just give me cash and I'll get whatever I want with it. You know what I mean? So
Even better than gift certificates, because those are always so kind of restrictive to whatever store. You just want, just give me the cash or a gift card or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the, opening the ripping the paper off and opening the box and the surprise of what it is. But and I'm at that point in my life now where I'm like, you got socks. Thank you. Like, oh man, these are really warm socks. Thank you. You know what I mean? Or like, listen, go to Duluth Trading. They have underwear on there called Armachillo. The best underwear you'll ever wear. The best underwear you'll ever wear. I'm at the age now where, like, if I get socks and underwear for Christmas, I'm happy as can be. You know what I mean? So,
boxers or briefs?
You can get both. You can get boxers. You can get briefs. You can get boxer briefs. But yeah, they're best underwear you'll ever wear.
I've seen their ad before, and I think that's exactly what they say too.
And for a limited time, get 15% off when you use promo code PIZZOUT. I'm joking. But they really are good. They really are great underwear. No joke. John thank you, John, for noticing our beards. Well, those of us who have beards, thank you. I have worn I've dressed as Santa before. Yes, I've dressed as Santa before.
Do we have photo evidence of that?
Well, I think when was the last time I dressed as Santa?
You were an elf in your Christmas picture last year, right?
Yeah, I was an elf.
Yeah, because Jeremy was Santa.
Jeremy was Santa, wasn't he? Yeah.
There was many years ago though. I dressed as Santa for something I don't remember, and I remember, and there was a mother, like there was a little girl, and she was crying. I don't know what she was upset about, but like the little girl's mom saw me and she goes, "Oh, look, there's Santa," and like she said something like, like she called me fat or something. Like I don't remember the exact wording, but she was like, "There's Santa. Look how big he is." And I was like,
"Oh my God!"
Screw you, bitch. You know what I mean? Like,
like Santa's not coming to your house.
Yeah, it's like,
you should have just walked away.
I should have been like, "So what is your address so I can burn your house down?"
It's like, do you want to know who your real father is for Christmas, little dearie?
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, it was that traumatized. I've never been Santa since. So, we've got Matt in the chat tonight. Dream Emulator. Then you're gonna love the thong I sent you. Thank you.
It's Duluth.
Oh, good. Good quality. If they do make thongs, they're the best quality. I can tell you that. But Matt, hop in here, man. Pure Hangouts. Look at that mustache. My God.
He has a great mustache. He has a cool channel.
Damn, that's a nice mustache, man. I miss in-store and mall shopping during Christmas time. I haven't really been in the thick of it since the 90s. Going with your parents. Wow.
That mustache is so perfect. It looks like it's glued on.
Are we sure it's real?
He has a video where he has a video where he goes and he tries like a Taco Bell burrito or something, and he has a process where he has to put his beard up or his mustache up with like clothespins and stuff. It looks pretty funny.
Wow. That's the point where I shave the thing. I'm like, okay. I can't enough.
Oh man, there are times where I'll be eating something like popcorn or something, and I'll look in the mirror and see popcorn in my beer. It's like, I had popcorn 3 hours ago, guys. Nobody told me about this.
Yeah. That's usually what I know I need to trim. Is when you get stuff in your beard or like in your they don't call it a soup strainer for nothing when your mustache gets a little too long. So Oh, Adam's wearing some denim underwear. Good.
Ooh,
The chafing nightmare that must be.
yeah. That could be wrong.
So, okay, he's confirming it is real. All right, man. Damn.
Once in high school, it was like silk boxers. They were like really cool, like green boxers. I got around Thanksgiving, around Valentine's Day, and I was wearing them, and I had to have football practice. I never wore them again. Like silk boxers, I would never wear silk boxers again.
I remember in middle school, it was like everybody had a silk shirt, and you thought you were like the coolest person with a silk shirt.
You're like Night of the Roxbury or something.
Oh, jeez. So, have you guys seen any good movies lately? Good movies, bad movies? Has anybody seen Godzilla -1?
Not yet, but I really want to. I keep hearing great things about it.
Mm-hmm.
Swaggy, what'd you think of it?
I'm not the biggest Godzilla fan. I could honestly like take it or leave it. That one, I heard so much about it. I went to the theater, checked it out, and it was worth it. I can't compare it to any of the other Godzilla movies because I haven't seen those except the newest ones where he's fighting Kong and the 2021 one. But I loved it. To me, it had a great balance of there was excellent, action pieces, good CGI, but it wasn't overdone to where it wasn't like Transformers where there's so much action going on you can't even keep up with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you flip that with the story itself, which was really good. I've always heard that, that's always a side note, but this one they really, built that up, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Okay, well, very cool. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about it. So, I mean, I'm probably not going to see it in the theater, but once it hits streaming, I'll definitely be all over it.
This is a Japanese version.
Correct? Yeah, this is a Toho. Yeah, so they made some kind of deal where it was only going to be like a limited theater or just a limited time in theaters here, but then it was, I guess it they expanded it because it was doing so well.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but great things, and I imagine people are going to watch this, and then now they have Kong vs. Godzilla coming out, the new one coming out. I'm sure they're going to be like, "Oh, I don't really want to see that now."
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of Godzilla stuff.
There's a ton of Godzilla stuff. Yeah. Anybody seen anything else good lately? Bad and different? What about you, Ghost?
Well, I did see the Godzilla movie, and I liked it for the most part. For someone who's not into Godzilla whatsoever, I just kind of felt like the reviews were so, I shouldn't say over the top because I do kind of think they're warranted. It just wasn't totally for me, but yeah, it was good. I mean, the effects were awesome, and I just loved. For me, I just like that it was kind of more of I mean, obviously it's filled with tons of action, but I think at its heart, it's just a drama that just kind of happened to be about this giant monster just destroying everything. So I thought it gave it more of a soul than other the Godzilla movies that I've seen. So, but I would definitely recommend it because I think even if you have even the slightest interest or liking of it, you'll come out of it really happy for sure.
Cool. Anybody else?
I've been meaning to get out and seeing Silent Night, the John Woo movie, and I haven't heard anything about it. So I haven't seen anybody talk about it or anybody seen it. And same with when it was announced. I was like, oh my gosh, this looks awesome. It's John Woo coming back to do an American movie, but no one seemed to care. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's a weird one. Like, yeah, nobody seems to care. And like even like there were the few people who were excited about it. Like now that it's out, I've not even heard so I don't know.
Yeah, and I feel it's been out for 2 weeks, so I'm sure I don't know if it's even still playing, but I do want to see that. And they had Iron Claw's coming out Friday, so it's like now I got to pick which one do I Iron Claw or do I want to go see this because it's already been out and it's Christmas? I don't know, man. It's I have things to think about.
Yeah, I definitely want to see Iron Claw.
Hmm.
I would pick the Iron Claw over Silent Night.
Yeah.
It seems like the few things I've seen online about Silent Night is it hasn't been great.
Mm.
You know, but to each their own, I guess. But I've heard that Iron Claw, no matter if you're a wrestling fan or not, it's just a good movie.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, and that's such a, I mean, in A24 wrestling biopic, like, okay, all right.
Mhm.
With Zac Efron is like the star. That's all right, cool. So yeah, I'm excited to see that one.
I've seen that they had to cut out a lot of stuff out of the movie. Like they even had to cut out the younger brother out of the whole movie. So hopefully, it's still intact.
Yeah.
So,
Did for just runtime or
I think there's just so much of the story they didn't want to confuse people. I think I saw.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if they cut out. This is stuff that was cut out during the writing process, or I don't know if this. I think the brother was cut out during the writing process.
Okay.
The youngest brother, but I don't know because I know like MJF, he's a wrestler and he's in the movie.
Yeah.
And I've heard that his part's gotten cut down a lot. So I don't know, but that's how it is when it goes to, when it comes to theaters and stuff like that. They want movies that's going to play,
Oh yeah.
as many times. But it's A24. They could come out with like a cool 4K or something with an extended cut or whatnot.
Yeah. I mean the youngest brother's story. I mean it's pretty much. I mean it's similar to the other brothers. Only he was, he wasn't as in the wrestling scene as much as they were, because he had like brittle bone disease and asthma, and he had all these issues, and like so
Yeah.
But his story ended pretty much the same way all the other brothers did. Yeah. So.
Yeah, like I said before, man, I have a feeling people are like, "Oh, cool, I'm going to check out this wrestling movie," and be like, "What the hell did I just watch?"
Yeah. I mean, I guess they were like, okay, so this movie's already tragic enough. We can cut out one brother.
Yeah.
So, people are going to go into that one not knowing what to expect and walk out like, holy crap! Like,
yeah.
He was like, I've seen The Wrestler. I can see sad movies. It's like, oh,
yeah. It's like that one too. Wait, that one also. Oh my god!
They're like, what the hell's going on over in that wrestling world?
Yeah,
that's a cursed family.
Yeah. But like even the trailers, you don't know it's going to be, you don't know. It just looks like a wrestling family wanting to be a family in wrestling
on the rise. Yeah,
that's what the trailer kind of looks like. People, this is going to be a feel good movie, and not really.
It's not. It's not going to be a feel good movie.
People are going to go take their family out for a nice holiday movie.
Oh, you're in for a surprise. I got my Vinegar Syndrome Black Friday. I've just not opened it yet. I was going to do an unboxing video, but I've procrastinated. But I'll get to it. Anybody else get their? If they did the Black Friday, did they get their stuff?
Friend of mine got his today, and I was upset because I haven't even got my email notification about it.
Okay.
That's okay.
Does that just depend on what you ordered?
I don't know how they go down the list when it comes to shipping. Like it seems like, I mean, I know they have their subscribers, and their subscriber stuff goes out first, and then they get to everybody else. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess it just depends on what your order number is. Maybe they go by order number. I don't know.
Or like, say you get some movies and like a shirt, and the shirt's not 100% done yet. They might wait for the shirt to be done.
Yeah.
And then send that out later or whatnot.
Yeah. Let's see here. John mentions the new Monarch series on Apple with Kurt Russell. Anybody checking that out?
No, I haven't seen it.
No.
I've heard
That's Godzilla 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have been watching that. And
his son's in it too, right?
Yeah, that's what I kind of like about it.
Oh yeah.
His son is playing a younger version of
him
in the show. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Anybody ever hear of Once Upon a Time at Christmas? I've never heard of that.
No.
Is it on? Where is it on Shudder? Where's it at?
Probably Tubi. I feel like that's where everything's at. Everything's on Tubi.
I hate to admit it, but that is one of the first places I go now to watch movies.
Yeah.
And I have Amazon Prime, I have Paramount Plus, I have Hulu, but sometimes I just automatically go to Tubi.
I mean, that's because Tubi's got everything. They got it all. I don't have the Vinegar Syndrome Dial Code Santa Blu-ray, but I mean, it's a good movie. I don't have that release though. It's a good movie though. Christmas Bloody Christmas. I was not a big fan of Christmas Bloody Christmas.
I love that movie.
I really disliked the characters in that one.
Is that with the animatronic Santa?
Yeah.
I heard that I actually own it, but I've never seen it. But I've heard a lot of people saying that they didn't like the characters were just like cussing to cuss. Like, it was just weird. Like I don't mind cussing, but I guess it's just like every word would be like F the, it would be like it was out of place.
Yeah.
I've heard.
And like the first act of the movie is just like they're just obnoxious, and they're just like like the record store kind of we know it all guys and stuff. And I was just like, just bring this Santa on. Bring this Santa on. Yeah. I did like the little sex scene they had in it though. That was good.
Watch it. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
That's my favorite part. It's not like a super sleazy, dirty scene or anything like that. It was just like, it was kind of, I don't know, it's kind of realistic, I guess, for lack of a better word.
Same with the mean one. I totally forgot about that movie until Piz did a review of it, and I was like, man, I wanted to see that. Kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, it's not
not
great. Not great, no.
And I can't. David, the guy who plays the Grinch, does he talk in the movie? Because I feel like he could. They should use his. I don't know. Like, I feel like he could do some kind of voice for him, but
I think he kind of makes some noises, as I recall, but like he doesn't really speak to the best. I mean, I'm having trouble remembering. Like at the end of it, he may say something. I don't remember, but they kind of. I mean, he's kind of wasted in that one.
Isn't that?
Because he's just such a talented, like physical, performer, and it's really the Grinch. Is it really in it? I'm sorry, not the Grinch. The mean one. Let's not get into any kind of legal issues here. So, so
definitely want to hear a follow-up. I was going to say I definitely want to hear a follow-up review from you, Cody, on that Christmas Bloody Christmas.
Christmas Bloody Christmas. All right, I do have it, so I'm ready to watch it sometime. And it sucks if I don't watch it before Christmas. I probably won't watch it till like next year, which I hate. I hate doing that, but it happens to me all the time.
I hear you. Definitely been there.
Yeah.
You gotta keep those Christmas movies during Christmas.
Yeah, I still have to see that that Justin Long movie, the It's a Wonderful Knife. I haven't seen that yet either.
I enjoyed it. Yeah,
he was really good in it.
It looked fun.
Yeah. He's like he's carving quite a little niche for himself in the horror genre in the horror community. So good for him.
It's not a bad place to be. He'll keep working for sure.
He'll keep working. Pretty soon I'm sure he'll be on the convention scene and making bank there. So I mean, hey.
And then if Kevin Smith ever needs him, just gives him a call. There he is, back up in a Kevin James movie. Kevin James. Kevin Smith. You call him Kevin James.
Well, you never. He could end up in one of those mall cop movies too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
exactly.
He could be like the he could be the villain who's trying to the terrorist villain trying to take over the mall.
Yeah,
Paul Blart is the only savior. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I can see him having a pure hangout mustache.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it'd just be completely over the top. Yeah, that would be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I think we just wrote something right here. This is.
I think we did too.
Paul Blart 3.
Paul Blart 3. Yeah.
Christmas themed.
Blart hard.
Yeah, Blart.
So.
You put them in denim like Invasion USA.
I'm thankful for Top Gun, Terminator 2, and Aliens Always Not Here. That is a jab at Lauren. I like it. You guys seen anything else good you want to throw out there?
Oh, I do have a question. There's a documentary series on Netflix called The Wrestling or The Wrestler. Have any of you guys seen it? It's kind of focusing on like OVW, I think.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I was on there. Yeah, it's like like Al Snow's on it and stuff. It's just kind of like it shows you all the wrestlers he's training down in. I think it was OVW. But yeah, it looked pretty good. But I haven't heard anyone talk about that either.
Mm.
And to me, it's kind of a weird sign when I'm in like a community like this that talks about stuff like that, and you don't hear anyone talk about it. You're like, okay, so how is this getting away from everybody? Yeah, it's a show. It's like an 8 episode show. Yeah,
like a docuseries kind of thing.
Yeah, like docuseries. That's called The Wrestler, I think.
Usually those.
I think Sam has seen that
on Netflix.
I'll have to look. Well, I currently don't have Netflix, but
yeah,
that's pretty cool. See, that's what I was thinking. Was Justin Long would be the Hans Gruber of the next Paul Blart movie. You know, that'd be perfect.
I'd watch it.
No physical release that I'm aware of for Barbarian yet. That one's just never going to happen, I guess.
That's a shame. That's a great movie.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought he was great in it too.
Yeah.
I mean, Tusk. I hear mixed things about Tusk. I hear some people, it sucks. A buddy of mine is like, it messed me up. Like, you know. So, your all's thoughts on Tusk?
I've never seen it, but I've heard that it's pretty bizarre.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's not something I would rewatch. You know, it's just odd. It's just the ending of it is extremely odd.
I've heard that he was working on a sequel called Moose Jaws, and Tusk, the guy, like the Tusk creature, is supposed to come in and fight that. This is just a rumor I heard a while ago.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of Kevin Smith's non-comedy stuff. I saw Red State, and I think that was the last thing I saw of his.
Which I actually like Red State.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good too.
John Goodman that guy's always good.
Dude, John, yeah, he's good in everything.
Yeah. We mentioned It's a Wonderful Knife. I watched that one not too long ago. I did a review of it. I liked it. I recommend it. I also recently saw finally Exorcist Believer. Now I did a review of that one, and I didn't like it, but it's a thing. It's a thing that happened. So
is it worse than you expected, or right about what you expected?
It's I mean, I guess it's just so.
It's best of the franchise.
It's just so bland and boring and just flat and stale and lifeless and like it's just so. I don't know. So just it's like. If you're gonna make a bad Exorcist movie, try. You know, I would rather have Exorcist 2 than just like bland, boring, blah 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 Exorcist Believer. Exorcist 2, they were trying. You know what I mean? It's awful, but I mean, there's some interesting imagery and like, you know, I can watch that one and go, God, this is a mess. But like, you know, there's a good scene here and there in it, and like, you know, it's just so crazy and out there. I can be okay watching it. Like Believer is just so, it's like Ambien. Just give that, if you're having trouble sleeping, just pop in Believer. You know,
it's so funny.
Were there a lot of jump scares?
There weren't. They didn't know there weren't even jump scares. Like they didn't even try with jump scares.
I actually didn't mind. I mean, I kind of like the Halloween stuff, so I wasn't. I know people are just out to kill. You know, once they said David Gordon Green was going to be doing Exorcist, but even though I like those Halloween movies, I was just, and I'm not the biggest Exorcist fan necessarily, the first one, but I was just like, that's a hands-off thing. I was really taken aback that they were even bothering doing that. It just seems, I don't know, kind of sacrilegious in a way, you know?
Yeah. Hey, well, here's somebody to defend Exorcist Believer.
Uh-oh.
Matt, I know you were a big Believer fan.
I'm a believer. No, I'm not. I do not believe.
You're a believer.
I'm a believer. Let's get it straight.
I got confused there for a minute. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. There's a distinction. Big distinction.
How you doing tonight, man?
Good. How are you all doing?
Good, man. Good. You ready for Christmas?
I am ready for Christmas. Got the tree up. I got the presents wrapped. I'm all done. I'm just waiting.
That's a good feeling.
It is. It really is. I love that beard too, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Bad. Have you seen anything good lately? Good, bad, or indifferent?
I've just been trying to watch some Christmas movies, but they're all kind of just what I usually watch. Silent Night, Deadly Night, 1 and 2, Black Christmas, original and remake, 2006 remake. I watched Rabid Grannies for the first time because I guess Vinegar Syndrome had put out I don't know if it was a 4K or a Blu-ray. It's a Troma film, and I do like Troma here and there. It was okay.
Is it Christmas?
It's
themed?
not Christmas. That's the only and then I watched Kazuo Umezu's Horror Theater Present, which is a Japanese Christmas film based on the manga from him, and it was okay. It's one of those like trashy kind of made for TV movies. It was all right, but yeah, nothing too crazy.
Okay, all right.
That's about it.
All right, cool. Speaking of Kino Lorber, I got the that new Monster Squad 4K. I've got a review of it coming out here pretty soon. But that was a nice little walk down nostalgia lane with the Monster Squad in 4K. So
the documentary is really good. That's on there.
Oh yeah, well both there's. I mean, you've got the Wolfman's Got Nards, and you've got the Monster Squad for Everyone from. The
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So I mean, you got two awesome documentaries on there. Yeah, Bob Clark. This time of year, every year, like I think of Bob Clark. You know, what a talented guy. You know, I almost forgot. I did watch A Christmas Story Christmas.
Oh man, I couldn't finish that.
I've actually heard it's really good.
I didn't like it personally.
If you love A Christmas Story, there's some moments here and there that'll kind of, you know, bring a smile to your face, but it's I definitely would not say it's good. I enjoyed it, but I mean I just love A Christmas Story so much, and you know, like seeing those characters as adults now, and like, you know, some of the situations they get into, and the ending of it, how they kind of segue the ending into like the beginning of the original. Yeah, I mean, there were moments I couldn't help myself. I had a big smile on my face, but yeah, it's not great. It's not great.
Is that on a streaming site, right? I know it just came out on DVD, right?
Yeah, yep, it is.
But then it's on a streaming site.
It is, yes, it is. We got Tiana Loves Movies here. How you doing? She's loving the beard tonight.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas to you, God Tank. Hope you're doing well.
God,
and look, a lot of love on the beard. No, I think he's is the beard smoking.
Oh, I'm sure it will be soon.
Oh, well, I've offended Ash with my story. You know, A Christmas, you know, when it comes to A Christmas Carol, because there's so many different ones, I like the Albert Finney one because it's just so nasty and gross, and like that's like, you know, London. That's like the nasty version of London that I like. It's dark, it's gritty, it's grimy. That's my Christmas Carol. I think that one's called Scrooge, actually. And then, of course, Scrooge. Duh.
It's a great movie. Yeah.
Doesn't get any better than that.
I'm sad to admit, when I think of A Christmas Carol, I think of the Muppets.
That's my Christmas Carol. Muppets Christmas Carol, all the way.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. There's nothing wrong with that. So, we've been talking a lot about, you know, we mentioned The Exorcist Believer, And I want to ask you guys what some of your favorite movies of the year are. But there was recently this whole hubbub on Twitter or X or whatever about worst movies of the year lists, and people like, why do you even go there? Why even, why be negative? Or like, movies are hard to make. Why nobody wants to make a bad movie? Why you're just going to make people feel bad? Blah blah blah. And I wanted to get your all's thoughts on that. Are we being too sensitive? Should we not focus that much on the negative? For me, like when it comes to reviewing a movie, the really good ones are fun to review. The really good ones. The really bad ones that are so bad they're good are so fun to review. But like the ones kind of like Exorcist Believer that are just boring, blah, bad, those are tough. And like just the bad one, like if I watch a movie and it's bad, just bad, I kind of don't want to review it, because I do kind of feel that way. Like, look, movies are very difficult to make. They're a miracle to get made. I don't think anybody sets out to make a bad one. A lot of people work very hard on a movie and they don't always turn out the best. So like, why, instead of burying that movie, just ignore it, and let's talk about a good movie that we can whatever. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Are we being too sensitive, or what do you think, Ghost?
I think I tend to agree with you. There's kind of like, I'm not really into the whole kind of pile on. I mean, maybe I used to be kind of like that, but these days I just don't think the time and energy and effort to bash something is really worth the time. But I would say at the end of the year, I think it's okay to just kind of do a recap and say, oh, by the way, saw these, they're not good, don't bother with it. But to just full on trash them unless they're really deserving of it, then just let it be.
Oh, I see. Oh, hold on one second. Nico is in the chat tonight. Nico's got a birthday coming up, and I've tried to peer pressure him into coming on the stream so that we can wish him a happy birthday. But we'll sing happy birthday to you, Nico. Listen, okay, so you're in your underwear. Just focus the camera on your face. Okay, just here. Okay, we don't have to see what's going on down below. I'm naked from the waist down. I'm always am on these things. So we want to give you a proper birthday. It's a celebration for Nico. So
happy birthday, Nico.
Yes, Nico.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Nico.
Yes. And I think I forget how old he said he was going to be, but
was it in the 60s?
Yeah,
I think it was. Yeah. You don't look it, Nico. You don't look it.
65.
Michael Caine
65.
was legendary in the Muppet Christmas Carol. The beard is if Blackbeard meets Clark Griswold. That's true. Ah, yes, we got some love for the Albert Finney Scrooge. All right, so back to the topic. Cody, what do you think? Are you going to be doing a worst movies of the year list on your channel?
So far, since my channel is still new, it's almost a year old, I've only reviewed movies that I liked, because for me, it's like getting started is like I'm talking about things I'm passionate about, so it's a good movie. I'm more entailed to like be excited and talk about it, to where if it's not something, then I'm not like, I'm done with that movie. I don't need to that. And I'm not somebody who wants, like, what if I'm like, hey, I didn't like this movie, and then that could have been someone's favorite movie. They didn't see it, because I would hate for me, because there's been times where people are like, this movie's terrible, and then I saw it, I was like, dude, I love that movie. Like I'm a big Batman and Robin fan. If someone were to tell, if I didn't see that because someone told me that movie was awful, I'd be missing out on some good time for me, So right now I haven't done that, and it's like, to me, it's exhausting. Sometimes watching channels that only focus on bad, or it seems like they're only focusing on bad things. Sometimes it can get exhausting watching, and it's like, I love movies, so I want to celebrate them. Mm-hmm. So that's what I like to watch. Like, the world is such a negative place to where it's you know, if I want to watch negative stuff, I can turn on the news. But like Pitt, like that's why I love his channels, because he loves movies, but then he also doesn't like some, you know, it's a good mix of things where it's not like, I've noticed a lot of people, it's like either you're heavy handed in the not liking anything, or you're heavy handed in liking everything. So I don't know. So right now, I don't know if I will. And I haven't seen many new movies this year, sadly to say. A lot of the movies I've seen, like I've gone to the theaters a lot, but it was to see other movies like Batman Returns or Tremors or something like that. Movies that I've watched many times at home. So, you know, I haven't. And like I try to find the positive in every movie, because I've been to film school before, so I know what it's like to do a movie, stuff like that. But like there was one movie I saw and I was like, I can't believe like this was really bad. It was the new Jeepers Creepers. Like I was trying to find something and I couldn't. So, and imagine me trying to like do a review about that and be like, I just don't know what to talk. You know, like I wouldn't know what to say. It was like I was bored. You know, so if I was bored watching the movie, I'm going to be bored doing the review. And I think for me, it would come off as not fun to watch.
Yeah.
But that's just me and my new, you know, and my channel's so young. Maybe 5 years from now, I'll be like, this is shit, that's shit, that, you know, you never know. But
I think it's never a bad idea. What's up, Alex? By the way, hope you're doing well, buddy. It's never. I mean, to call a spade, a bad movie is a bad movie, and to point out why it's a bad movie. But I think we get that's, you know, to get into like, and that's what I'll do. Like, you know, with The Exorcist Believer. It's a bad movie. I pointed out it's a bad movie, but like I didn't want to take it to that personal level of like, well, you know, there were comments, David Gordon Green sucks. David Gordon Green should get out of horror. You know, it's like,
for me, I think it depends. It matters where the movie is coming from. That's a good point. Like Piz, you talked about Exorcist Believer. I haven't seen that, so I don't have any opinion on it, but that's coming from like a lot of money, very talented people. And you're like, wow, this is the best that you could do with this, you know, and then you switch that over to a Marvel movie or a Disney production or that Tom Cruise, the Mummy movie. You know, you're like, wow, they put all this money into it and this was the best that you could give me. So other movies, I think it kind of depends on where it's coming from. If it's like a small independent, low budget, you know, you got to give, you know, that somewhat of a pass. I particularly like Jeepers Creepers. Was it Reborn?
yeah,
That's fun just to pick apart.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure people put in some solid work into it, but sometimes the end product is just like, I feel like if they went back and they watched that movie, they'll be like, yeah, I agree with you. This is rough. You know?
Well, the whole CGI set pieces were just weird. I was like, man, it's like, I don't, it was weird. It was like, I felt like I was watching, it was like watching the old Spawn movie, which I like that movie, but that was made in 97. So I understand why the CGI wasn't that great in that, but I felt like they were in hell walking around in 2022 or something. I was like, man, this is, like, why couldn't they just like put up some, like just shoot it in like somebody's front yard? I feel like it would have looked better, you know.
It looked like to me the Creeper's hat, they had duct tape on it and they just painted the strips black. And I remember being
they probably did. They probably did.
You couldn't get a better hat.
Oy vey. Brad is watching the Black Christmas 2019 remake in the background. What are you thinking, man? Well, exactly. What are you thinking, man? Jeez.
I own that, but I've never seen it just because I've like,
That's who did we lose somebody?
Yeah, we lost Chris.
Oh man, we offended him.
It's a big Black Christmas 2019.
I guess. Lord have mercy. Yeah, that's again. I mean that's one I almost feel like the Black Christmas 2019 film. That one's okay to bury a little bit. 65 says Nico. 65.
Looking good for 65.
Yeah.
I will say one thing that bothers me while I'm watching a movie as if something doesn't make sense. And you're like, clearly the people writing this movie they knew that, but they were just like, oh, screw it. We just got to go with it. You know, that bothers me more than anything.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it's a lot of times it's like the studio, like, you know, the director has like this whole like Oscar winning performance he thinks he's going to get. And then like the when the movie's done, then the producers like cut this, and they're like, especially back in like the 90s and 80s, they're like, well, that doesn't make sense. So like, I don't care if it makes sense. You know, like back in the slasher craze, there was a saying, they're like, I don't want it done right, I want it done Tuesday or by Tuesday kind of thing. So it's like, all right, well, as long as we can play it 5 times in the theater instead of 4 times, that's what happens, you know. And that's why I don't mind. I know a lot of people are really against the runtime for a lot of these movies now, but it's like, I feel like the industry's fought so hard to get these longer movies, and now people just want those longer movies cut down. It's like, all right, well, then the story is really going to suffer and people aren't going to like it.
Yeah, yeah. But then you had like Oppenheimer, that was a huge hit, and that was an epic. So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if people have noticed that much, but what do you call it? Running times, like end credits these days, are enormous. They're like 10 minutes long. So it's like no matter what movie it is, you can cut 10 minutes right off the bat.
Man, watching a Marvel show on Disney Plus is long. The credits are longer than the show.
wow.
Thank God I've only seen one of the shows. So,
jeez. Yeah, I would love. I mean, Friedkin, of course, left us just before Believer came out, but if only he could have helped. Well, if he.
He knew. He was like, I'm out.
Well, I was going to say, if only he'd held on to see Believer, but Believer might have done it.
I was going to say, Believer might have killed him.
Yeah,
people would have blamed that. Yeah, exactly.
It would have literally bored him to death. You know what I mean? But I would have loved to have heard his thoughts on Believer. Just he would. I mean, you talk about not being, kind. You know what I mean? Like he didn't. There's an interview with or like there's a conversation between him and Nicholas Winding Refn, who did Drive and Only God Forgives, and like Friedkin is just brutal to this guy because Refn said he thinks his movie Only God Forgives is a masterpiece, and Friedkin's like, is there a doctor in here? do you think that's a classic? You know, and it's like, yeah, it's like. But he just like let him have it. And like Refn doesn't know what to, it's like William Friedkin is tearing me apart right in front of my face. What do I do? Yeah.
What could you say to that?
Well, I mean, and here's the thing with do you guys remember the Razzies? Like for a long time, the Razzies were just kind of thought like, oh, it's this funny thing, and like, we can joke about it. And they nominated Bruce the Shark from Jaws 4, you know what I mean? And like sometimes an actor would show up to the Razzies and get their award and give a speech, like Halle Berry did that. And, I remember I had Rowdy Harrington on the channel one time, and he got nominated for a Razzie for Roadhouse. And I was like, what'd you think about that? And he's like, it pissed me off. But I mean, like, you got to think like too, like, like how would that hit you? Like, they're like, people are telling me this is the worst movie of the year. Like I put my heart and soul in this thing, you know what I mean? Because I mean, like it's years of your life to make this movie, and then you're like, it's the worst.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I watch a lot of trash, and I love it. I love passion projects. You can tell when someone really cares. And there's some movies that it's like, what were you even thinking? But at the same time, I watched a movie a couple months ago called The President Goes to Heaven, and it is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. I swear to God. And I've seen a lot of bad movies, but it's like, the guy tried to make a movie. So it's like, what good is it going to be to just crap all over him, Yeah. But then I think for me, it's more the frustration of when it's like bordering where it's like, you could have just done this or that. but then your personal biases get in the way sometimes too, where
Mhm.
you're like, I mean, that's why some people like Exorcist Believer, where it's like, why, I don't know why you like it, but something about it spoke to you, so that's cool. But you know,
It's so hard because it's almost like especially good movies, they're almost all a miracle because there's so many things that factor into it. Everything has to go exactly right, or it's just the quality is going to go down. And sometimes everything that should go right goes wrong. It's just so I can see how like stars and directors and all that stuff can get so frustrated because everything's out of your hands. You just kind of have to go with it and hope for the best.
Well, so I recently watched. It's not a new movie, but it's called Stone Cold with Brian
oh, I
Bosworth.
love Stone Cold.
Dude, I saw for the
I do too.
I saw for the first time, and I was like, "Where's this movie been my whole life? How have I not watched this?" And I was telling someone, "Oh, that's such a bad movie." I was like, "That's such a badass movie." Like I must have been in like the right mindset when I watched it because I was like, "Dude, I'm having the best time of my life right now." Like it was, I was like, I want to watch every movie this guy's been in, this football player's been in. You know,
He had a Komodo dragon as a pet.
I know.
Let me. We got Chris here with us tonight. What's up, man?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
How you doing?
Pretty good. No
You
complaints.
ready for Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
That's the VHS, isn't it?
I got the VHS copy. You gotta have it, man.
Dude, and the Kino has like really cool special features where it's like you can win this to eat dinner with the boss. It's really, yes, it's like a really cool commercial from back in '91. It's like him, he's all like, you know, him with his dangly earring. He's like, you know, he's like, come to Hollywood, eat dinner with me. You know, it's like, dang, I want to enter that. It has the number and everything. It's like, dang, that's so cool that Kino actually put that's how like. The special features used to be on like old school DVDs and stuff. They used to have like anything and everything on there. Now like things are bare bones. So I'm very happy Kino gave this a really good treatment. There's some cool interviews with you know, mostly everybody involved. So I was very happy with the movie, and I'm like, man, this movie hit me right. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, some of my favorite special features are like old promos for like video stores and stuff. I eat that shit up.
Oh yeah. Those are great. Yeah. If only they'd interviewed the person who won that dinner with Boz.
I know, really. I always think about that. It's like, what happened to like all these winners and like, because I was like, are these real people? Like, do people really win this stuff? But I'm sure someone does somewhere. But yeah, I'd love to see what happened with that.
Yeah. Now that would be it.
You know-
We had dinner. We went to Denny's, and Boz was really not happy. It only lasted like 3 minutes, and then when I went to shake his hand, he speared me.
Yeah,
into the buffet.
Yeah.
Boz is I bet it was a steakhouse. I could see
that. What'd you see? Did you see that shake he was making for his Komodo dragon? It's like,
it's like a Texas Roadhouse. How do you want your steak, Mr. Bosworth? Rare, but even rarer than rare.
Yeah, I want it mooing.
Exactly. Yeah. Just bring me the cow.
Yeah,
I'll kill it myself. Oh, jeez. Chris, are you ready for Christmas?
Oh yeah, I'm in it right now.
Okay.
I'm knee deep in Christmas.
Christmas, not Christmas.
All right. You ready to go? That's good. Have you seen any good movies lately?
Yeah. What's it called? There's something in the barn. I watched that the other day.
Oh,
It's really good. It's like if the Griswolds ran into an elf in Norway, basically. Highly recommend that. I watched one called A Creature is Stirring, which everybody is loving. I was a little like lukewarm. It's not a bad movie, but
it's with Compton, right? Scott Taylor.
Yeah. I think that one was shot in Kentucky. I started watching it. I got about
there's a sign. There's a diploma on the wall. They like pan across that's from the University of Kentucky. I was wondering what was up with that.
There was a license plate too. I did see that.
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Yeah. So I got about 40 minutes into it and I needed to stop it, and I've just not gone back. I kind of was digging. I was about it. Like it felt like it was building towards something, but it just kept like it was building and building. And I was like, okay, let's let the thing out. Whatever's stirring, let it out. I want to see it. Let's go.
I don't want to say why I didn't like the movie because it might spoil it, but I just didn't like the direction by the end of it. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
I think it's been overdone, and I
was getting kind of Barbarian vibes a little bit, not in a good way.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Dave, I did get the Fatal Games Vinegar Syndrome release. I've just not watched it yet.
Can I ask Chris
If I
about?
remember correctly from that movie.
Oh, sorry. Black Christmas.
Go ahead, guys.
Go for it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Which Black Christmas is that? I'm just curious.
I was making a joke because when my stuff was freezing up, I got logged out, and he said, "Oh, it's 2019." No, that one was fucking terrible. Holy shit!
Okay.
He doesn't want that on record.
Yeah, no. Like the original's great. Even the reboot and like the other one you guys were talking about earlier, that one's decent enough. But no, that the latest one, I wipe from memory. It's so bad.
Okay. I thought I kind of had a brother there because I don't hate it. I didn't like it, but I didn't hate 2019 like everybody else did. But
it felt too preachy with the story.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
I like a good I like political stuff in my movies. I do enjoy that. But I want somebody to kind of instruct me and kind of hold my hand as I go along, not beat me over the face with a mallet.
Yeah.
I went to go see it in theaters, and I didn't make it through the opening credits. Everyone was talking, so I was so annoyed that I left. So like before it even said Black Christmas, like it was like the opening scene. It looked good from like it looked like it captured the Christmas atmosphere, but that's all I saw. But it was just everybody, like people were talking, having a good time. Like, oh, can I have some of your Subway sandwich? It's like I got to go, so I left. It was bad.
No. What really happened was your toxic masculinity got the best of you. And you said, I can't handle it, and you left. That's what happened. Come on. We know what happened.
I ran out crying.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm offended.
Or he was upset with Carrie Elwes' American accent. I don't know. Just...
That was it. That could
see. I don't even think I saw her. Like I said, it was like the girls. She got stabbed in the front yard, and that's all I saw. If that even happened, I don't know.
So we've got somebody here. Cliff says, according to Ed Whitfield, friend of William Friedkin, William Friedkin once said to me, Ed, the guy who made these new Halloween is about to make one of my movies, The Exorcist. That's right. My signature film is about to be extended by the man who made Pineapple Express. I don't want to be around when that happens. But if there's a spirit world and I come back, I plan to possess David Gordon Green and make his life a living hell. So, wow. I have not seen Killers of the Flower Moon. I've heard good things about it, though. Anybody seen? Yeah.
Isn't it like 4 hours long or something?
Yeah, I've heard it's very long. Yeah.
No.
That'll stop me from watching it a lot.
Yeah. That release is very good from Street Trash. Or that Street Trash release from Synapse is very good.
Yeah, there's a sale going on right now at MVD something or other, 50% off. So
yeah, mvdshop.com. You can get all their Synapse stuff is marked down significantly. So I did not get the Clue 4K. No, I did not. See, anybody else want to throw their opinion in on like the worst movie lists? Do you like them? Do you dislike them? What do you think?
So, I will say, as I've been on the internet for a while, I know for a while there, like, the Nostalgia Critic and things like that, like hating things got really popular and it was really kind of big money. I never liked that. I enjoy when somebody's telling me something they really enjoy, because I felt like I get a bit of the person coming out of the screen to me, and I can kind of understand the person a little more by what they enjoy, what they like, and kind of what they kind of pick apart, kind of stuff like that. So like I do enjoy like making fun of things at times. Yes, it's fun to shit on Believer or something like that. Those are kind of fun at times, but I don't want to focus too much on those. I want to focus more on things that like, oh, I enjoyed this. I know some people may not like this movie, but I found things to enjoy about it kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
I
yeah,
second
like-
that 100%. I tune out whenever if I find a new channel and the dude turns out to be like just negative all the time, I tune out because it's like I don't want to see that.
It's
And I feel like-
exhausting. I feel.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I feel like it became like cool, like
Mhm.
it became a way to like act smart. If you're hating on something, you must
Mhm.
be
Yep.
smart or something like that. And I
Yeah,
just
you
feel
know
like
something.
everybody
That's a good point.
started doing it, and it's just like I want to like celebrate. I'm here because I like movies,
Mhm.
not because I
Mhm.
hate movies. I
100%.
Or even
wanna
if you are
celebrate
gonna,
'em. If I don't like them, I usually don't talk about them. I just
Yeah.
like would
Yeah.
rather talk about RoboCop or something, you know, like
Yeah, exactly.
and if you are gonna talk about it, there's usually something you can find that's not
Mhm.
every aspect of a movie has to be terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Yeah. And if somebody asks me about it, I'll go ahead and give them my opinion. Right.
right?
I'm not going to go out of my way to do it. But yeah, like if you're watching something and it gets exhausting, it's like, man, that's, like, especially on YouTube, there's so much to watch. It's like, well, you end up not watching the negative, or I end up not watching a lot of the negative stuff, and I watch more of the, more of the positive people.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to, like, I'm not going to go on my channel and talk. Like, say I didn't like a movie, I'm not going to go on a channel and talk about how I liked it, just to get, like the place to send me a free copy or whatnot. I'm not going to go say I saw Exorcist Believer and like Jeepers Creepers Unborn. I'm not, or Reborn. I wish it was called Unborn. So yeah, I'm not going to come on here because there's a new DVD, and they contact me like, hey, can you do this? I'm like, I love this movie, blah blah blah. But then I wouldn't be able to do that. It would come across, you'd be able to tell.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I'm sure also as a YouTuber, you want to talk about stuff that's topical. And so
Mhm.
it's like, how do you, if a movie's
Yeah.
like Jeepers Creepers, it's like, as if it's that bad, like Exorcist Believer, it's like you got to
Mhm.
talk about it, but how do you not just crap all over something,
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you want to walk that line, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, look, David Gordon Green's been in the chat before. Okay. he knows. So I gotta, look. I mean,
Yeah, but no, for this year though, I will say this: I enjoyed Renfield, and a lot of people didn't like it, but I thought it was fun.
I love Renfield.
I loved
Mhm.
Renfield too. Let's use that to segue into some. Let's talk about some of our favorite movies
Mhm.
of this year.
Mhm.
Let's try and spotlight some of the good movies. I loved Renfield. I was sad that it didn't do better at the box office. I mean, it's
Mhm.
Nicolas Cage's Dracula. How does that not
Mhm.
do better at the box office? But I freaking loved Renfield. So that one would definitely, that one's going to be on my list. I'm compiling my top 10 of the year list as we speak. Favorite movies and favorite physical media releases. So
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
I like that. Oh man, I can't think of what it's called. Where they were transferring Dracula on the boat.
The Last Voyage of the Dominion.
Voyage
Yeah.
of the Dominion, yeah.
I actually really like that. I know a lot of people did not, but I really enjoyed it.
I still haven't gotten a chance to see it. I
Yeah,
want to,
same.
though.
Yeah.
looks
I
good.
loved that one too. And that
Yeah.
that one also flopped.
hmm
Yep, I loved it.
I
That
feel
was
like people were so excited for it, and then it came out and it's just that was it.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly people. The trailer looked good. It was a part of the Dracula story that's not been told a zillion times over, and then it
Mhm.
just came and went. It just
Yeah.
totally flopped. So, anybody else? Any favorites? Ghost, what are some of your favorites of this year, man?
Yeah, well, probably kind of a broken record from the last time I was on, but I think my favorite of the year is still going to be Infinity Pool. I just love that movie, and I was able to watch it a second time recently and enjoyed it just as much. I just love the atmosphere of that one, the creepiness, just everything about it just really hit for me. So I think that's going to be my tops. And horror wise, I guess it's considered horror, but I really like that. I know it doesn't have a lot, or there's some people who don't like it, but Totally Killer. I thought that was really, really awesome.
Yeah.
Just fun. I can see where there's, some people had problems with it because there's similar movies that I don't get either. But I thought this one was pretty stellar. So I think those are probably my two top horror flicks.
Okay. What about you, Matt?
Slaughterhouse.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just kidding. I'm kidding. It was a great movie, but no. I really liked No One Will Save You. I think
Oh,
it was
yeah.
the Hulu original, The
Yeah.
Aliens. I
Yep.
really
Good
like that.
call. Yeah.
I like that. I
Yeah.
like that one a lot. That one's definitely on my list. Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like it was kind of divisive. Like some people didn't like because there's barely any, if any, dialogue throughout the whole movie.
Mhm.
I think some people were kind of on the fence on it. I really liked it. I haven't seen When Evil Lurks yet, but I think that might end up being, just from what I've heard and what I've seen, that might end up being my number one.
It's very good.
And also Cobweb, I haven't seen yet, but
I liked Cobweb a lot. When
Well,
Evil
yeah.
Lurks is
Yeah.
really good.
I have a feeling that's going to be probably end up being my number one.
That is a possession movie that is a recent possession movie that, like, I can say, like, every possession movie since The Exorcist has followed that template. When Evil Lurks does not. When Evil Lurks follows its own thing, and like I love that about it. And on top of it, I mean, it's just a great, really well made film, and just it's creepy as hell and goes places you don't expect it to go, and it's really good.
Nice.
Let's see, Chris, some of your Chris Muss, some of your favorite movies of this year.
Dark Harvest, of course. Dark
Yeah.
Harvest is so good.
Mhm.
It's more than a Halloween movie, man. It's gonna be like, it's in my top 5 for sure. And Suitable Flesh, which I don't think is getting enough attention. I can see that one being more like a me thing because it's like a 90s horror movie. And Brian Usna produces it, which makes perfect sense. But if you haven't seen that, definitely go check it out. And
Okay.
Bury the Bride.
Oh, I saw
That's
that one.
one that came out, like, I think that was this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I like
March.
that one a lot too.
Yeah, I saw. Was it did Spider One direct that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got man, I liked Allegoria too. I think he's if he keeps putting out movies like this, I might become a fan.
Dude, and he's given like a week to do these movies, so that's maybe that's his bread and butter. Is like you sometimes when you're like all this pressure, you come out with like a gem. So maybe if he was given like a big budget and 6 months to do a movie, it would come out like shit. So maybe this is like his thing, where it's like
I think he's where he needs to be, because the Allegoria was like, it was 100% like an independent movie you would have seen on IFC in like the 90s. And like that seems to be where his like strong suit is.
The only thing I didn't like about Allegoria, and I hate this little trope in horror, is if you see a really pretty girl with a not so attractive guy, it's because she's going to kill him and like sacrifice him to the devil. Don't do that. Maybe he has a really good personality, a great sense of humor. You know what I mean? It's like it's like as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, so she's gonna kill him. He's like some kind of sacrifice. Oh God.
I think that was the weakest story too, though. So I thought that was the weakest story.
But I liked Bury the Bride. I thought that was fun. I liked Bury the Bride. What about you, Swaggy? What some of your favorite movies of this year?
This is a side note, but I'm glad that Chris Slasher Home Video mentioned Suitable Flesh. Let me ask y'all, how is Barbara Crampton 64 years old and hotter than she's like back when they're in the late 90s?
She's had
Lovecraftian magic, man.
That's right. Yeah.
she's had to sacrifice a lot of less attractive men.
She is
right.
gorgeous. I mean,
yeah.
that really blows my
Heather
mind.
Graham too, though. I mean, she's not as up there, but she's aging very well.
Yeah, I mean, yes, and you're right on. Barbara Crampton is. I mean, she's she's still looking great. I don't know how old she
Yeah.
is, but she looks fantastic. And
Better now than she did back in the day during Chopping Mall. I mean, it's really impressive. But that's a side note. But yeah, the movies y'all mentioned, I really liked When Evil Lurks. That's probably hands down my favorite of the year. Godzilla -1. I'm trying. Dark Harvest, like you mentioned, was really good. I know it's not the best in the franchise. But the franchise is so good. I thought Evil Dead Rise was very entertaining.
I forgot about that movie. Yeah.
You know, it's in tough company. You know,
Very.
but yeah, those were some of my favorites. You know.
Okay. Let's see. Nico mentioned Sisu. I loved Sisu. Really fun movie.
So did I.
Caleb, mentioned Sisu. Yeah, great movie. Great movie.
You know what? A movie that is going to top my list, I think, is it is actually a comedy. It was a movie with Woody Harrelson called Champions. I thought it was so good. I was really funny. I think it was a Farley Brothers movie. He's like this ex NBA player coach who he was a coach, and then he gets in trouble for drinking and driving, so he has to coach these special needs kids. It's just really funny. So it's kind of like Mighty Ducks kind of thing, but it was really funny.
Yeah,
and I enjoyed it a lot.
I think I've even heard of that one.
Yeah, it's called Champions. Yeah, it was early this year.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So if you like the Farley Brothers and stuff like that, it was pretty good.
What about you, Black Christmas Defender? What are some of your favorite movies of this year?
So yes, I did enjoy Renfield. I did also really enjoy Talk to Me. I also kind of enjoyed, I'm going to call it a popcorn muncher with Pope's Exorcist, because that was just kind of a fun kind of sit back and watch shit happen.
and watch Russell Crowe chew the scenery.
Oh, exactly. As I was eating all the popcorn, just watching him chew the scenery kind of shit.
Yeah. He's the cool exorcist, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
On his little Vesper and stuff, you know?
Yeah, as he tells another priest, fuck off kind of shit. You know who my boss is. I'll go above you. But yeah, I didn't see enough movies this year, I feel like. But I mean, I had a great time. I'm going to try to see more next year, definitely. Trying to increase my load, as it were.
Okay. All right. Cool. Let me see if I don't want to spoil my list. But I mean, let's see if we mentioned Last Voyage of the Demeter. I love that one. Dark Harvest, I really enjoyed. When Evil Lurks.
I was also a big fan of Scream 6. I know. I feel like when a movie comes out in the beginning of the year and people like it, I feel like by the end of the year people kind of forget about it or start to not like it. So I do want to throw that out because I really, really enjoyed Scream 6.
I enjoyed it more than 5. I will say that.
And Megan too. Yes. Sorry.
Are you looking less forward to Scream 8 and with all this turmoil? Melissa Barrera's not going to be there. Jenna Ortega's not going to be there.
I am looking like it's a lot less because I also saw that the Spyglass guy says that it's not the people who make them, or it's not like the actors who make these movies. It's Ghostface. So he said that he doesn't even want to pay Neve Campbell to come back, kind of thing. So it's like they're just. I don't want to restart. I just don't want to restart a new thing. I want them to finish out the story that they were doing.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna. I mean, it's the last. I mean, it's gonna turn into like some Halloween Ends stuff where like it's gonna be just take a different direction.
It's gonna be Corey Cunningham under that mask.
Yes. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, how do you? It's like here's the third part of a trilogy. But the two leads from parts 1 and 2 are gone. The rumor is also Courtney Cox isn't going to be there either. She's standing with Melissa Barrera or whatever. So, and you're not going to have Neve Campbell back. Like the two pincushion cousins who can't die. You stab them 9,000 times and they just can't die. And I mean,
well, from what I hear is that they want to just get rid of that story and start with something new. I guess they want some late. I think she plays. they're eyeing her for it. It's the girl from Snow White, the new Snow White coming out. I like Lucy something. Something like that. They want her to play it. I don't know who she is, but I'm just like, I don't know. I'm already invested in these characters, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna go see it probably. I mean, 90% I'm gonna go see it. So
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna. I mean, yeah, we'll all go see it, I'm sure. But I mean, it's like part of it's like, okay, this is shaping up to be like some kind of train wreck, you know. So
yeah. Oh yeah. The writing's on the wall for sure.
Yeah. I mean, like, if that's what the guy really thinks, like, people just come to this for Ghostface, you know. And granted, you know, who doesn't love a little Ghostface? But I mean, it's like, okay, just make a movie about Ghostface and see how many people, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, that last one made so much money without Nev Campbell.
I think that's what he's looking at too. He's like, we don't need Nev Campbell. And there's rumors that like because Melissa Burra and Jenna Ortega signed a contract to do 2 of them. So that means for this third one, they both had renegotiations. And knowing Spyglass is cheap, they didn't want to up their pays. And the president's like, well, we don't need. So maybe they were searching for things and this and that, but I don't know. But yeah, they didn't want to give them pay raises or anything like that. So we'll see how that goes.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. I don't know. Yeah, weird. It's just forget about those last 2 entries. We're starting anew here. You know what I mean? We're just going to leave all that open.
The franchise is cursed, man. They can't get to a trilogy without. It bugs me because I love the Scream franchise, and like they can't do it, dude. It's just like something always happens.
But you know, if they don't do the Scream 7 now, they're gonna do it 15 years from now. You know, it'll be like when nostalgic comes back again. They're gonna get Melissa Barrera and what's her name back, and they'll redo the, you know, and they'll start it up again. You know,
and people will be bitching because Melissa Barrera's been in too many movies and they want her dead.
Yeah. Well, see, and I think that's the problem with Wednesday. What's her name? I can't think of her name.
Jenna Ortega.
Jenna Ortega. I think people are just so sick of seeing her that they're saying like, oh, like all of a sudden people hate her now. But I think it's because they're seeing her so much.
It's oversaturation, man. Like,
yeah.
They especially with young actresses. I mean, they just overexpose them because like their window of like an actress's window of like when they're the leading lady is like from 20 to 24. Then they're the mom, and then by 30 they're the grandma. So it's
man, Melissa Joan Hart's about to play a grandma in a movie. Apparently, she's the teenage witch, and she's about to play a grandma.
So she's going to explain it all.
But I think that Wednesday is the worst thing that happened to her because she was building up a good catalog of like roles, and then as soon as Wednesday happened, she's Wednesday, and that's all people see.
Yeah. Became typecast.
I think it killed her momentum a little bit.
Because wasn't she an X?
She was.
Never forgets about that.
Yeah, I forgot all about.
And
exactly. Never forget she was an X.
Yeah,
she was in a bunch of stuff, man.
She's going to be in the new Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
Well, see, that's that's that typecasting kicking in. She's
the new Lydia.
Yeah. She does have a new one coming out called I don't know what it's about, but it's premiering at the film festival here next month. It's called Miller Girl.
Yes.
I don't know what it is though.
So yeah, it looks like one, because I'm into like 90s thrillers. So it kind of looks like one of these thrillers. So she's like this, she's a student, and her teacher is like giving her like likes her work. So pays more attention to her. So I think she's like twisting a story around to try and get him fight, like something along that, like, you know, she's trying to like use him for things. She's like, well, if you know, I'm going to tell the school you this and that. So she's playing like a villain in it. It looks pretty good, but I'm into the kind of those kind of like obsession movies kind of from the 90s.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And Nico, I don't hate Scream 2. I hate that 45-minute double killer monologue at the end. I hate that. Everything up to that point I'm down with, but then it's like, you know.
How are you gonna hate
Too much.
How are you gonna hate Aunt Jackie?
Aunt Jackie.
And Timothy Oliphant, man. That's like
It's
power
just
right
too
there.
much. It's just too much.
Dude,
It's too much.
she's my second favorite Ghostface behind Matthew Lillard.
And
I
Ash,
wouldn't go that far.
Amber's dead. Amber is dead. There's no fixing her. She's dead. She's dead.
Amber got messed up, man.
She got toasted,
Yeah.
and she got shot a few times on top of it. So
Yeah.
Now, if she were one of the pincushion twins, she'd be okay. So
She got like a Final Destination death, where it's just like, okay, it's a little too much.
yeah. Anybody else want to throw out there some of their favorites of the year before we move on? Hold on, this guy here. I think this guy that just joined us. Let's see what he has to say here. What's going on, man? How are you doing?
I'm woefully underdressed. This gentleman is straight up Clark Griswold's face. I love it. What was the question? I'm sorry.
Favorite movies of this year. Give us a couple of your favorite movies of this year.
Oppenheimer's my favorite movie of the year.
That was good. That was really good.
Yeah, it was. Air was really good. I think Iron Claw is going to be high on the list, even though I haven't seen it yet. It's got a spot up there in the top 5 waiting on it.
That's how I feel too.
Yeah, I think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
Okay. All right. Oppenheimer. I'm
Non
gonna have
horror.
to.
Oppenheimer's great, man. It's
I'm gonna have to do. Yeah.
very depressing.
Man, I'll be honest with you. I went to go see Oppenheimer in theaters because I was like, if I'm going to see it, I'm going to see it in theaters. I end up seeing the Meg 2, and I had a fun time. So
Oh, Meg 2 was fun.
I've got the Meg 2 on Blu-ray. I've not watched it yet, though. I just got it the other day.
I mean,
But,
it's nothing great, but it's Jason Statham fighting sharks. Or,
yeah,
It's
that's
just
a big
that
fucking
element,
shit.
like I talked about.
that's enough for me. That's
Yeah.
enough.
Sounds good to me. Man.
Yeah, it's crazy in the first one. It's like, you know what? Let's just turn the dial up on crazy for this one.
yeah.
It's a real big fish.
Yeah.
I do want to see Oppenheimer though, but I was not in the mood.
It's not a family. It's not like a feel-good comedy or anything. It's rather depressing, but it's a good film though.
Yeah. I'm sure it is. I mean, Christopher Nolan. Has Christopher Nolan done a bad movie?
Man, I didn't care for Tenet so much, but that may be because I'm dumb as well.
I've not seen Tenet.
I love Tenet.
I think that's the only one I've not seen.
I may have been just too dumb to follow that bad boy.
Yeah, if someone told me they're like, no, you got to see it, and then the second time you'll get it. It's like I didn't want to get it the first time.
Yeah.
It's like
Multiple watchings. Yeah.
that, and I don't like having to look up what a movie means when I'm done with it. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't have
What
the
about
IMDb
Memento?
message boards anymore, man. They used to clear it up for me.
my favorite Nolan movie is actually a movie called Insomnia. It's like it
Oh, I
was
like
with,
Insomnia.
with Al
Yeah.
Pacino and what's his name,
Robin
Robin Williams.
Williams.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah,
really
it's a
good
great
movie.
movie.
Yeah. That's based on I don't is it a French movie or I don't remember.
Spanish, something.
Yeah, I don't remember. That one's good too. You should look in if you liked Insomnia, look into that one.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
good too. Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see what else have we got on the list here to talk about tonight. I think it was maybe on the last stream we were talking about these James Cameron movies that are finally coming to 4K. Well, we actually got some stills from these 4Ks. It's interesting. I'd like to share them with you guys if we could. Is it going to let me? Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
You're
Let
not
me
allowed.
Let me add these to the little. I've never used the slideshow. Oh, wait a minute. It's not going to let me do it. Dang
Stream
on it.
over.
Yep. All right. Good night. Let's see. Let me see if it'll let me add this other one. Invalid file type. It's a JPEG, for God's sake. Yeah. Okay. So there's the slideshow option on here, but I guess that they've got to be. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, invalid file type. Good Lord. Let me look it up here.
James Cameron doesn't want anybody saying anything negative.
Exactly. That must be it. That must be it. So anyway, so here's at least one, and of course it's tiny. But anyway, so what James Cameron has done with these 4Ks is he's used AI to go in. Okay, here's
I heard about this. Yeah.
Is he going to Terminator 2 this shit? Screw it.
Here we go. So here's
how many fingers are they going to have?
So here's one image of you have the original on the left, and you have the AI 4K version on the left, or on the right, I'm sorry. So what he's done is he's gone in with AI and he's literally scrubbed out all the grain.
No, he did do it.
And if you, I don't know that it doesn't, this image, the way it is, it doesn't do justice, but like Tom Arnold's face just looks, he looks like a computer generated person.
He looks like he has an Instagram filter on him.
There's there's a Jamie Lee Curtis one that looks terrible.
Now, unfortunately, it looks like the color is right.
Yeah, I heard about the True Lies today. Everybody's bitching about it. They look like wax figures or something.
Yeah. Spanish Blu-ray.
Yeah, wax figures, exactly. Yeah. So, everybody, we've wanted these 4K releases for True Lies, Abyss, Aliens, but they're all going to look like you said, like some kind of weird AI Instagram filter. And like, why scrub out the freaking grain? Like, why? Like, I don't.
We don't want anybody to know it was made on film.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I know that a couple weeks ago they showed the Abyss in theaters, and I haven't heard anything negative about those showings. So hopefully, I'm hoping these are fake, but who knows?
I'm just excited to see the Abyss in an anamorphic format. That'll be cool. Don't have to watch this much of my TV anymore.
Yeah. And there were other photos, like you said, there was the Jamie Lee Curtis one. And they just, they don't look, it doesn't look natural. It looks like AI. It looks fake. It looks like wax mannequins. Now, I don't want to be watching the Jamie Lee Curtis striptease and it looked like a wax mannequin.
But you will.
No, I don't. I don't want that. I want it in 4K. I just don't want it looking like some kind of wax.
Well,
mannequin.
did he have his hand in on? I'm guessing he's the one that screwed up the Terminator 2 4K, because that's decidedly like the worst transfer on the format.
But to do these 4Ks, you have to go frame by frame and fix all this. He doesn't have time to do that for all these movies. He's too busy working on avatars.
I think it's more. I think he's putting more work into it to check him. So he needs somebody to tell him like this doesn't look good, and nobody will, more than likely.
Yeah,
I think he's doing too much. I think this is a pretty cut and dry thing. You scan it, you color correct it, you release it.
Yeah, and I think I don't know if I heard this correctly or not, but like he even said, like, well, this is how I wanted the movie to look back then. Like,
shut up, George Lucas.
Like I understand, the artiste, his work is never done. It's only abandoned, kind of like with Lucas and how he went in and, let me add a digital little alien over here in the corner of the freaking Return of the Jedi for no reason, just because I, why? Just leave it alone.
Well, movies are like subscription models now. They're never really done, right?
Exactly.
So
yeah, and like
they're gonna start selling DLC for movies soon.
Yeah. There you go. If you want to get the latest transfer, it's only $2.99.
Exactly. if you want that commentary, it's an additional $4.
Hang on, wait. Delete this stream. I don't want to give any ideas out. Like,
I know, man.
The package deal, you get the deleted scenes.
Well, if you buy the season pass, you get to update that 3 times for free.
Yeah.
You can only rent it though. You can't own it.
Right.
Well, that's implied, right?
Yeah.
That's called.
But you have to watch it multiple times to unlock the extra features.
You gotta play New Movie Plus.
Hey, I wouldn't mind unlocking.
Giving them too many ideas here.
Or something like there's an alternate ending hidden like behind like the 25th time that you watch it. I might be there for that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool if you didn't know and you're just like watching a movie. You're like, oh shit, what's
and it
this?
just changes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, in my stupid head, I do that anyway. I'm like, maybe he's gonna get away. And I'm watching a movie I've seen 100 times. I'm like, maybe this time.
And you're like, oh my god, he did get away.
But like what's weird is like the Star Wars that we grew up with, those aren't even available. You got to buy
no.
like a
Laserdisc is the best
Yeah.
option for that.
There was a guy on eBay who was offering, I forget what he called them, but the D, I forget, but it was something like that, pretty much. The D Lucas versions of the original trilogy.
Yeah, there's
So-
places
I
online you can
regret I
find those.
had those on beta as a kid. I had the original trilogy on beta as a kid. I lost it.
Wow.
Oh man,
Another fellow beta kid.
Yeah.
We don't meet too many of them, you know.
that's worth a fortune now.
Yeah, it's gone now somewhere.
So we got Brent's brought something interesting up here. Best popcorn bucket: the Saw X one that with the eyes that lights up, or the ghost face?
Ghostface.
The Ghostface.
Okay, I see the
Got 'em
ghost
right
face in the
here.
corner.
I had to order that
Uh-huh.
because there's no.
Oh, I remember.
Who was that? Regal that did that
Yeah,
one.
we had to
Golden
order
Ghostface.
ours out here in Kentucky.
Yeah, here in
Yeah.
Kentucky, we got Malco. We ain't got none of this AMC Regal nonsense.
Mhm. I didn't get the Saw one with the eyes that light up, but that one looked cool.
It did look cool.
Yeah, I got the Scream one. Jeremy got the Scream one, I should say. So we took it to watch Scream 6, and he ate his popcorn out of it. So
That's
Do
funny.
they look at you weird for bringing your own popcorn bucket?
they didn't give it. The 17-year-old who was manning the place could care less.
Yeah.
I won't give it. Just pay me for the popcorn and go,
Yeah.
please.
Mhm.
You know
He
what?
was,
So I was at AMC one day and I saw that they had a Fast X one. It was like Dom Toretto's car. I thought it was pretty cool. So it was like a Charger that you put it in like the trunk or whatever. That was pretty. I didn't buy it, but it looked cool.
Yeah, we don't get cool stuff, man. We just get the. Sometimes you get a poster.
Sometimes.
Man,
Got a Child's
When
Play
I was-
notebook one time.
Oh, that's cool.
It's the dumbest thing though. Like it's not
Yeah, it's
aimed
good.
in any way.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, can I tell you guys a story about? Remember when they re-released Terrifier 2
Mhm.
in the theaters for that one day, and you got the promise of the movie, a poster, and that teaser trailer. I went to the theater. I asked the dude because they were charging like $21. I was like, "Are we getting like the poster and the trailer?" And he goes, "No, I don't think so, man." And I was like, "Well, why are you charging
Well, Judge
20
Fallon, yeah.
bucks for just the movie where you're supposed to get a poster and stuff?" He's like, "I don't know." And I left, and then the next day, my buddy called me and said, "Dude, like I'm at the theater right now, and they've got a stack of these posters, and they're just giving them out for free." So
Wow.
because I walked out when I found out there wasn't a poster. I could have went and saw it and got the movie, but the kid didn't care enough to know that they were handing out posters and just told me like,
Which
no.
we're the weird ones in this situation, Chris. That kid is just trying to make it
I know.
9:30.
yeah,
Probably
you're right. And plus I got the poster anyway because he grabbed
Yeah.
me one, so that's cool. But like,
So I would have been
very
like, I'd be like, you took all those posters. They're on eBay right now, didn't you?
This kid's gonna make a quick $20.
Exactly. Yeah.
anyway, sorry.
Uh,
When he said that, it struck it back in my.
Well, yeah. The next day, that workers were like, "Oh shit, here they are."
all of y'all are gonna agree with me on this, but I went to the movie theater about 2 weeks ago, and the ticket was $20 just for me, and I ordered a small fountain drink like a Coke. It was $6.99 just for a
Mhm.
drink.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
it was
$20.
for-
What the hell?
I know. We're dang.
It was
it
almost
IMAX?
a- was it a 4D?
No, it was
Like-
nothing special. It was like the
That is
9:30
crazy.
showing of Godzilla.
Do you live
It
in
was
Manhattan?
$12.
Are you sure that dude may have just ripped you off, dude? He's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, $20. Come on in."
We only paid cash.
He's going in.
Yeah.
He's going in the side door. He's like, "I was wondering
Yeah,
why we went through the
Yeah,
side
come
door."
on in. It's the VIP area.
Mhm.
Hey, man.
20. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Jeez. So I
It
guess
was
we
free
can.
refills though.
Oh well, thank goodness. They at least cut you that much. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I guess maybe we could look forward to like future 4K releases, just looking like fake Instagram filters with AI, and
I think
That'd
that's a
be
Jim
great.
Cameron problem. I don't think that's Well,
Let's hope
Yeah,
so.
I think
Let's
they'll
hope so.
learn from his example.
Well, yeah, I hope they learn from his example.
I mean,
Let's
look at
hope
that. We never thought we were going to see Predator in it with any kind of like, nice transfer. And now we have a great transfer of it after they couldn't get it right on an entire format.
It's true. Just took him a whole format to get around to it.
He was had to really work it out, those 3 releases.
Just took him some time. That's all. So Christmas is right around the corner. Do you guys have any interesting Christmas traditions that you want to share? Matt, any interesting Christmas traditions in the family?
No, I was trying to come up with something, but no.
Okay.
No.
I shouldn't have picked you first.
You shouldn't have picked me.
Well, we sacrifice a goat on Christmas Eve.
No, pretty boring, pretty normal. Just go over to my parents' house, and eat some ham.
And sacrifice the goat at your parents'
sacrifice
house,
the
right?
goat.
Exactly.
My parents' house, yeah.
They have a better sacrificing altar at their place.
That's right. Yeah.
Didn't have any AI James Cameron fucking get up.
Anybody else? Want to share some interesting Christmas traditions?
Pineapple Express.
Just the normal things, I guess.
Okay.
I'll share one. So we haven't done it in a while because we typically do it for kids. So in my family, traditionally, the last gift, like the big gift you get, you have to go on a scavenger hunt to find it. So
nice.
it's like a one clue and then kind of go around the house. Or my brother was too good at it, so my dad made clues go around the whole neighborhood. Like he had travel 3 blocks this way, 2 blocks that way, and do shit like that.
Well, that's cool.
That's cool.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh yeah,
Awesome, yeah.
it was
Did you ever
fun.
put out reindeer food?
Yeah,
I used to do that when I was a kid, actually. Now that I think about it,
that was one of those things they suggested to do in school.
It was like
Go
a
home and
carrot.
set out reindeer.
Yeah.
No, it was like it'd be like chocolate chips and glitter and like oats.
Oh,
I think
really?
yeah. It is cute, man. You go out there and just throw it around.
I saw
Next
a new one about elf donuts, where you take those little Cheerios and kind of frost them, like little tiny donuts
That's cool.
for the elves.
Why just buy frosted Cheerios?
Oh, no, like it's been like
Yeah.
icing on the
but I think
Cheerio.
I'm very low effort. It's like it's a glaze.
Yeah.
Then you can eat the rest of the box.
Man,
exactly.
we have to leave out stuff for everybody now. First it was Santa, now it's the reindeer. Now it's the
Well, ever
elf.
since Hollywood went on strike, everybody thinks the good nights.
Mhm.
Got,
What do
you gotta
we-
leave. Got to leave something out for Krampus too. Leave out
Exactly.
leave out like a beer for Krampus.
Yeah, in
you
this
go.
economy, everybody needs help right now. It's just,
Just leave out a piss jug for Krampus.
So I went to that. That reminds me, Chris. I went to a Christmas party one time, and they had set up. They lived in like this little cul-de-sac area, and they'd arranged it with their neighbors that like they would have these different like scavenger hunty things on their property, and literally we were running around in these different people's yards. It was below zero, snow on the ground. I was sick as a dog.
Dang.
And like I was just dying doing it. I was like, this is the worst. Like, what were you this is torture. Like, why are you doing this to us? But this was a party. Do you hate us? But yeah, it was an interesting little, the last one I ever went to, put it that way. The first and last one I ever went to. So yeah.
Do any of
I
y'all
will,
open
I will
gifts
tell you
on
one.
Christmas Eve?
Who
Go
was
ahead,
that?
Swaggy.
Yeah, Swaggy, what's up?
No, do any of y'all open up gifts on Christmas Eve?
One.
We used to do one when I was little.
Yeah,
One.
Yeah,
Usually
do one when I was little.
PJs is what we get.
You got
Yeah.
one to pick. Okay.
Yeah, one.
Oh, we didn't get to pick. My mom was like, "You get the PJs, like,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good pictures in the morning."
Yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
We
I
got
like
to pick.
I like to get Jeremy the gag gift on Christmas Eve.
Oh,
Like
nice.
like the one sock. You know what I mean? So he's like,
So
I'm like,
he continuously holds out hope every year, though, right? That, like,
yeah,
it's gonna-
like
this is gonna be it.
you'll get the other one
This
tomorrow.
year.
Yeah, so it's like the gag gift really just he's like, yeah. But yeah, that's the Christmas Eve, the one little
Does Jeremy pick stuff out for you for Christmas?
he says he'll like I'll ask him, what are you going to get me for Christmas this year? And he'll be like, a Barney toy. I'm like, that's exactly what I want. Yeah.
Yep.
So, or he'll just throw something random out there, like, you know, I don't know. Or lately he's just like, don't know. He doesn't even put, you know, he knows. Like, I'm not getting you. I'm like, you get me stuff. I don't get you anything. You know?
How this works.
Yeah, he knows how it works now. He's old enough. So it's like, don't know.
It's probably
Like,
like,
I'll
I'm
like,
still thinking about it.
it's probably like the Amazon driver lost it.
yeah. Or like I'll ask him, what are you going to get mom for her birthday? A flower. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. That's nice. So he's simple. It's man of simple tastes.
Yeah.
So, the PWO Santa watch. Yeah, we did that last year. I think it was last year. We did the Christmas Eve stream where we watched Santa's journey across the country.
What?
Upcoming movies. Smile 2. Okay.
I think they're making a sequel. Okay.
They are. Is it going to be a theatrical release or straight to streaming, or do we know?
Surely theatrical, right? It was huge. When it came out.
Probably.
You would think so, yeah. That first one was enormous, yeah.
Because I saw that they're eyeing the what's her name who played Jasmine in the live action Aladdin. They want her in it.
Do you think it'll do good if it goes to theaters? I kind of wonder if attention spans will like.
I think if they can do the same thing with it marketing wise that they did, because I think that movie was the first one was all marketing.
Oh yeah.
You know, the marketing on that one was brilliant. The people at the baseball games like staring into the camera, and smiling, you know. So I don't know.
I stand a chance. People liked it enough.
Yeah, I think people seem to like it. It did really well. So I don't know.
Will it do well? I don't know, but it'll stand a chance. I think.
Yeah, I feel like it'll make its money back because I don't think it costs much to make.
Yeah.
No, they don't spend much on these things.
And that's all at the end of the day what they want is just to make their money back.
Who
It'll
produced
release
that?
on a week.
It wasn't Blumhouse, was it?
I don't know.
No,
I don't think
it wasn't. It wasn't.
It was
Blumhouse.
Universal though.
Was it? I don't think it was a Blumhouse movie though. Pretty sure it wasn't. Could be wrong though. Don't remember.
Say what you want about Blumhouse, but they do know how to market a movie. Like Megan, that movie was all marketing. People fell for that.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Megan.
Paramount.
Yeah. I know the way I said that was kind of negative. I actually really like Megan, but like like like
Or Paramount. Paramount may have put out
Yeah.
Smile. That was my bad.
Dang, that movie made $217 million.
Jesus.
Well, according to the internet, IMDb.
That's also worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
Still.
And the budget was 17 million.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's getting a sequel.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably multiple. Even if part 2 doesn't do well theatrically, we'll have 3, 4, and 5 on streaming for sure.
Mhm.
They're not going to give it up.
a to be
Hopefully
original.
they'll go to space in part 5.
All right, let's,
You don't go to space till 10, bro.
Yeah.
Not always, man.
Smile 4, smirk.
well, let's close things out here by talking about some of our favorite go-to Christmas movies. They don't have to be horror. Just your go-to Christmas movies that get you in the mood. You watch them every year around Christmas time. What are your go-tos? Let's see. Christmas. What about you?
I mean, the list is so long, right?
Mhm.
But Christmas Evil, of
Mhm.
course.
Mhm.
That's got to be like one of the top 5.
Mhm.
I like all the Silent Night, Deadly Night sequels,
Mhm.
like 4 and 5. Jack Frost, of course.
Do you like the sequel?
I'm not as big on the sequel. I think Jack Frost was special. It was just everything came together. The second one is like interesting. It's kind of funny, but it's not anywhere near the first.
No.
But then, of course, like, Black Christmas, Silent Night, Deadly Night, the original. I mean, you know, we all know the list outside of those kind of oddball ones. And also, somebody was dissing Christmas Bloody Christmas earlier. That's a banger. If anybody has told you that movie's not good, they're crazy.
I like it.
kids.
I didn't
love
like
that
it.
movie.
I didn't like it. But I liked the sex scene, but that was it.
Oh yeah, it was good.
Maybe I'll revisit it. I don't know. Maybe I was just in a bad mood. I really dislike those characters. Like anyway.
Well, I can understand. I
like those
the
two characters.
when you see that, it does kind of scream like Rob Zombie dialogue, but those people are incredibly realistic. I mean, they're
That's what I was about to say. I knew those people. I hung out with people like
they're
that.
us. You know, I know tons of people just like that, and they talk like that. They cuss like that.
And
Dang.
specifically that dude following a hot blonde chick around dynamic.
Yeah.
And didn't one of the characters talk crap about Soundgarden? That doesn't fly with me. I think he talked crap about Soundgarden. I don't like it. Let's Ghost. What about you? Some of your go-to holiday movies or Christmas movies?
Well,
'Cause it's Christmas in this house.
I would
Last time I
actually
checked,
say
it was
that Christmas Bloody Christmas is kind of turning into a staple, even though this is 1 or 2 years later. But I just watched it again recently, loved it even more.
Good stuff.
I used to work in a record store for like 4 or 5 years, and
You're that guy.
that could be yes, seriously, that could be kind of like I kind of relate to a little bit because those people are definitely spot on. It's what people are like in record stores. So yeah, anyway, I like that movie a lot. Black Christmas, of course. But then non-horror, I watch Eyes Wide Shut every year around this time, just because I don't know if it's really a Christmas movie, but it has so much Christmas atmosphere. It's like you can't find a shot in that movie that doesn't even have Christmas lights in it.
Yeah,
it just glows and it's got a mystery to it. And I just that's one of my favorites. So
good sex scenes.
Yeah, good sex scenes. The unrated version.
That's what I
Are
was.
we talking about Passion of the Christ? Is that
That's what I look for in all Christmas.
Oh, that's an Easter movie. I'm sorry.
Let's see. What about you, Matt?
Silent Night, Deadly Night, obviously, original Black Christmas. But as far as non-Christmas Story, although I hate to be that guy, but I do watch it every year. I'm not really a big Christmas movie guy, but any of the Rankin Bass stuff, the stop motion ones, I'm a sucker for those. I'll watch those every year.
Did you ever see Legend of Santa Claus? Those are my favorite Rankin Bass ones.
Legend of Santa Claus. I don't think I've seen that one.
That's the one that's like a D&D campaign for Christmas Story.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good. Basically, that one it's a stop motion Rankin Bass one where Santa is about to die because he's mortal. So then, like these elder gods are trying to grant him immortality.
That's cool. I gotta check that out. That's right up my alley.
What's the one where they all like are in it, like Rudolph and Santa Claus and Frosty or whatever, and
Christmas Avengers?
Rudolph's Shiny New Year, I think is what it's called.
That might be. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What about you, Jonathan?
Well, I mean, Christmas Vacation's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, that goes without saying now. But one I've added recently to like the rotation yearly is Better Watch Out.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. You didn't like that one, Chris?
Nah, it gives me the willies, man. That kid is
Really
creepy as hell, dude.
He is creepy. That kid's definitely gonna get in trouble for like harming a hooker at some point.
I have a big thing with like psychopaths. Like that's like one of my big fears is like an actual psychopath, and that kid is like a fucking psychopath.
That kid reminds me of a young Patrick Bateman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
man.
I think it's
that
he may have just tried to play it that way, dude.
it was like perfect. That's what I always think of whenever I see that.
That's good, man. I fell down a rabbit hole, and that's where that fear cropped up, man. Like a psychopath, like a real, actual clinical psychopath. Like you'd never know. You can meet them or work with them every day or something, and just never know because they're so good at pretending. It's like creepy as hell.
I just watched The Vanishing for the first.
Oh.
Speaking of which, yeah,
Oh, so
that's
good.
like such a great, eerie, haunting movie.
Yes, that movie's so freaking good. Oh, the not the
The
Kiefer
U.S. version.
Sutherland,
or-
not the
No,
US version. No, not the US
the
version.
original French version.
Yeah, the French version is so good. Oh, my
I've
God.
I've only seen the American version. I really like that, but everyone tells me that the French one is way better.
It is. It's so much better. Yeah, that one's yeah. Have you seen that one, Chris?
The Vanishing.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
you should.
Yeah, you should
You should.
definitely check it out.
Yeah.
What's it playing on right now? Does anybody know?
I think it's on the Criterion channel, maybe. But let me see.
I think it was a Criterion release that I saw.
It did. Criterion got it. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, that's a
Uh,
creepy movie.
Heath and everybody in the chat, share with us some of your favorite Christmas movies. Christmas Vacation, Elf, Surviving Christmas, Last Christmas, Black Christmas, P2, Silent Night, Deadly Night. It's a good list, solid list.
I love Last Christmas. That was a good movie. It's more of a rom-com though.
Is that the one with Amelia Clark in it?
Yeah, it's like all the Wham and George Michael's music.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love that song.
It's a good
So-
song.
It is a good song. Let's see. Black Christmas Defender. Some of your go-to.
So for horror, I'm definitely really I always enjoy watching Santa's Sleigh. That's a fun one.
Yeah.
I love
Um,
Santa's Sleigh. Yeah.
That's a really fun one.
On YouTube, folks, if you haven't seen it.
Yeah. I also picked up the Violent Night Steelbook. So I'm gonna watch that this year. And then for non kind of like horror kind of stuff like that, Muppet Christmas. Not Muppet Christmas Carol. Muppet Family Christmas is one I enjoy from Muppet stuff.
I love
Oh.
Christmas Carol though.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Muppet Christmas Carol is great, but I like Muppet Family Christmas better because that one combines the Muppets, Sesame Street, and Fraggle Rock all in one big thing.
Oh,
Oh, that's cool. That's
That's cool.
awesome.
And then another one also like Scrooged with Bill Murray is fucking amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love
Um,
Scrooged.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then I will also at the end kind of add him up with Christmas Carol because it's like it's too good. You can't just leave it out.
What I love about Scrooged is like Bill Murray and Richard Donner hated each other making that movie.
Yes.
It's shocking, like how much they hated each other. Yet it turned. I mean, it turned out so good. You know.
You know, I'm always gonna side with Bill Murray. Bill Murray doesn't like somebody. It's like a dog. Like if dogs don't like somebody, you know, it's a good judge of character. If Bill Murray don't like you, it's a good reason.
Well, as I was gonna say, is also with Elf.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell hated
John
What's his name?
Favreau.
John Favreau,
John Favreau?
exactly.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
why a sequel is never made.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, like they hated each other.
Yeah,
Wow.
so and I think in the contract was if they made a sequel, John Favreau had to direct it, and they're not going to have a sequel to Elf without Will
Will
Ferrell.
Ferrell, yeah.
So it ended up, like canceling each other out. So
Mhm.
it
Wow.
just never happened. Yeah, I think what's his name was the one that said James Caan was the one that said that in an interview that they just did not get along, and they
That
Mhm.
makes sense because that movie still makes tons of money every year.
Yeah.
Off
Yeah, that's now a
merchandise.
classic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
they-
it might be better without a sequel.
I agree.
Sequel
Well,
might
Well,
be-
anybody seen Christmas Vacation 2?
Yeah.
I have not, but I've heard horrible things.
Or what
Like
about
the-
what about Bad Santa 2?
Right, like,
Yeah.
the sequel for Christmas movie
Jingle
is
All the
Home Alone 2. That's like the
Yeah,
only
Home
good
Alone
one.
2 is really good though.
Like the only good sequel.
I think I prefer Home Alone 2.
No, so
Yeah, I
so-
was about to say that too. I prefer it.
So actually, one of my favorite Christmas movies is a sequel. It's Look Who's Talking Now. I've just
Love Look Who's Talking Now.
I love
Oh,
that
yeah,
movie, and
the pets
with the
That's
dogs.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who were the pets? Was it Danny DeVito?
Danny
and-
DeVito, and I can't remember who the girl was, like Diane Keaton or something.
Mhm.
It wasn't Diane Keaton, but it's like someone along those lines. But yeah,
Man, you have Bruce Willis, Roseanne. It was in the
Oh, yeah.
dude, that's
Mhm.
a great franchise.
The whole franchise rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man, it was fun.
man. Abe Vigoda
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
when he was
that's
like
right.
42.
with his big.
Oh God. Yeah, jeez, yeah, I had no idea about the Elf situation, but yeah, Elf is, like you said, Elf is still making tons of money. It's constantly, especially. I mean, you can turn on TV now, and it's going to be playing on some channel, and
Yeah, it's up there. I feel like now with like Christmas Vacation, Christmas Story in people's minds, Elf is like a classic.
It's one of the
I feel like it's the last classic, to be honest with you. Like, have they made a classic since then?
I think if they did,
Well,
we
I was
would
gonna say
realize it
is-
for a little bit.
I know, really, yeah.
But true. That's most Christmas movies. Most Christmas movies are huge bombs, and they get big later on. Like It's Wonderful Life is a terrible bomb.
Christmas Story.
The Story's a huge bomb. Yeah, exactly. Most like Christmas classic movies that we all know were terrible, huge bombs. They just kind of pick it at the end, like, oh yeah, hey, this is really good.
Bad Santa's great. Like I wish.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Bad
it's held
Santa's-
in pretty high esteem, but I think it's just so dirty.
Yeah,
That's
I love
why
it.
it has talk.
You can smell Billy Bob Thornton in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
man.
Well, Billy Bob Thornton and the director of Bad Santa did not get along making that movie either.
I bet I would not get along with Billy Bob Thornton. I bet few people get along with Billy Bob Thornton.
There's Terry Zwigoff. You look him up on, just type in Terry Zwigoff, Billy Bob Thornton. There's interviews where he's talking about Billy Bob and how awful he was to work with.
I could. I bet honestly, as much as I like his movies and shit.
Oh yeah. It's like, yes, Billy Bob, we get it. You slept with Angelina Jolie. We get it. Shut the fuck up.
Somehow, like she was working through something, bro. Don't flatter
Yeah,
yourself.
They even
She
had
went-
those. They had those
Those are blood
vials of
necklaces.
blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't
Dude,
she like
you know they
inappropriately
went
kiss
at
her
it.
brother, like make out with her brother or something? Or
There was something with her
some
brother. Yeah.
relation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like obviously, Billy. Let's look around, okay? Read the
Look,
room.
look,
You weren't there for the.
If I was her brother, I'd make out with her too. I'm just-
That's the most Kentucky thing I've ever heard you say. we're trying to dispel rumors around here, Piz. You don't need that.
it's Angelina Jolie. Come on.
I don't care,
Yeah.
bro. Like people already think we're out here humping cousins. Okay, Like, we don't need the.
Hmm. So, oy vey. So there's some. Did everybody throw out their go tos? Swaggy, did you?
I got a couple for you.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think if you go with Christmas music, for me, Christmas in Hollis, Run DMC. You got to hear that on Christmas.
In Hollis, Queens.
And non-horror, to me, this is highly unrated, but Nicolas Cage in The Family Man.
Family Man.
Yep.
I love It's a Wonderful Life, and that's just kind of a modern play on that. So that one to me. But then if you go horror, I really like the Rare Exports. I think
Oh, that's a good one.
I heard that's good. I haven't
Yeah.
seen it yet.
Finland, I think, or Norway.
I think
can't remember.
it's one of those Swedish countries. I was going to say also, I forgot for horror of Christmas, that was the original Gremlins.
Oh yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
And Batman Returns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Batman Returns. Yeah, definitely a
I-
Christmas movie.
And I was also gonna say,
watching that
speaking
too.
of Nicolas Cage,
yeah, nice.
Oh yeah.
Trapped in Paradise. That's an old.
That's a good
90s
one.
I've
Nicolas
never seen
Cage
that, but I
Christmas
want to.
movie.
It's good.
It's
Four
good,
lamps
man.
is a circle.
It's fun.
It's
a
like,
good movie.
isn't the ref one of them too? I haven't seen that in years.
Oh, the ref is the one. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Great, man.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Dennis Leary?
That
Yeah.
is-
Yes, it is lyrics.
I watched Suicide Kings the other day, and he was in it, and I was like, I forgot. They tried to make him like a thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good.
They did.
It just never really caught on.
He was a thing. He had a long running series on like FX. It was
Yeah,
lasted
but it
for
was he
years.
never became like they always they just shoehorned him into everything there. For
What
a
was that
while.
called? He was like a firefighter.
Rescue Man.
Oh yeah,
Rescue
Rescue.
Oh yeah.
He was a good bad guy in Judgment Night.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't think there's anything
Demolition
wrong with him, it's just
Man.
like they really
Yeah,
wanted
Demolition
that.
Man.
Oh,
That's a
Demolition Man,
classic
yeah.
role.
Guy lives under
I'm
the
an
road.
asshole, yo,
What was his character's
yo.
name? Dennis Nedry?
Dennis
I
Nedry's
just
the guy
remember that.
stole
I
the
just
shit from
remember that
Jurassic Park.
big monologue he goes on about eating Big Macs from a foam wrapper, and
Oh yeah.
yeah.
that's a classic,
Yeah.
classic speech.
Oh yeah, the Silent Night, Bloody Night. That's one of my all-time favorites. Love that
it was
movie.
Dennis Friendly. I think it was the name was because it's like, don't you have somebody to kill?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Friendly. Okay.
Friendly.
Oh, by the way, we're going to be doing the Silent Night, Bloody Night watch along on Thursday, this Thursday, over on my Twitch
Thursday,
channel.
nice.
So, mark your calendars.
Oh, you hear that, folks? Twitch, they're allowing nudity now, so who knows what's
Mm.
going to happen on Piz.
It's artistic.
That's right. Well,
Everything Piz does is artistic. What are you talking about?
I posted a poll on Instagram to see if people would want to see topless streams, and overwhelmingly the answer was yes.
Yeah, oh yeah, I can tell you that right now, dude. It's
As
the
long
internet.
as it's artistic, Twitch is okay with it.
You know what's
So-
scary,
Mhm.
Piz? A lot of those are ironic, but a few of them are.
They were no, I think they were all serious. They were all completely
Yeah, those are the ones you got to watch out for.
goodness gracious. We've been
Piz,
going for
what are
about-
some of your favorites?
well, I mean, pretty much. Well, I mean, Silent Night, Bloody Night is definitely one. I think pretty much we named all of them except for Silent Night, Bloody Night. But A Christmas Horror Story. I love that one. I watch that one every year. Love that one to death. There were any that didn't get mentioned. I think that's about the only two that really didn't get mentioned.
I like to watch Christmas episodes, like like Home Improvement Christmas,
Oh yeah.
and like Roseanne Christmas, and
that's
stuff
yeah.
like that. Those are always
Tales
fun
from
to
the
go.
Crypt.
Tales
Yeah.
from the Crypt Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to go back and rewatch like The Office Christmas
Mhm.
shows. Yeah,
Moroccan Christmas.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I got Family Matters season 8, just that one season for the Stevel episode. I've been meaning to watch the Christmas episode on that one.
There's 2 Stevel episodes.
Yeah, there's two. Yeah,
There's a couple, yeah.
there's one
I'm
with
gonna-
Carl.
I'm
Carl
gonna-
gets one.
I'm gonna try to eventually get 9 too, but I had to have 8 because the season 9 one, the seat like with Carl's bad. I'm not as hot on it. It's good, but Stevel's a classic.
hmm
Yeah.
That year, Carlsbad and Stevel hosted TGIF that night.
Did I don't remember that. That's awesome.
Oh, I very vividly remember that. I'd like to find that.
You just
in the
triggered
Internet
like
archive.
I feel like I might remember that. if I
Yeah,
thought
they were the
about it.
bumpers that week, so
Mhm.
we got to find that. We'll watch it.
It's
Oh,
funny.
yeah.
Nobody mentioned Krampus.
It's okay. Like I'll watch it, but like I mean, I'm not going out of my way or anything here.
Yeah.
When I did my Krampus stream where I watched all the Krampus movies on Tubi, I asked the audience this question: is it that Krampus just isn't a very interesting villain, or can nobody make Krampus an interesting villain? Because all those Tubi Krampus movies were kind of blah, and even the Michael Dougherty Krampus is to me. I even rewatched that like last week, and still it's just kind of.
I think it's the mind space you have to go into to make the story work, right? So you're essentially making a Santa Claus movie for adults, essentially, right? So either way you stack it. So you have to go into the world where Santa Claus is real to make Krampus real.
Well,
I
for
just think
me,
it falls apart.
I've always kind of thought with that Doherty movie, he almost nailed it, but he kept throwing in those light moments, like the gingerbread cookie
Yeah.
scene kills
Yeah.
it for me. And it's like that movie has so much fucked up shit. Like Krampus is wearing Santa's face, or like at least a human face with a beard over his face.
You shouldn't
And,
be able
like,
to bring everybody back. to home.
Those
Like they should have stayed dead.
those like the Jack in the Box and the Angel, where they're some kind of Lovecraftian monster, but they're disguised as like Christmas imagery. Like if he had stayed dark with that, I think it would have been remembered a lot better. But he kept adding all these really cartoony like moments, and it kind of kept stepping on it for me a little bit.
I agree. I like the Jack in the Box. It's like eating the one girl like whole. Like that's creepy imagery. I love that imagery. And I love I think that's. I mean, that vision of the Krampus is great. I think like that. That's great. And I like the dark moments. And I like the dark ending of it. Like it doesn't. There's. It's not just like, oh, it's just a dream. It's all over. It's like, no, you're screwed. You were naughty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're done. You're trapped forever. I kind of like that. There's an alternate, because like the theatrical ending is like the whole family kind of realizes, wait a minute, this is something's not right here. But there's an alternate ending where only the little boy realizes, like, we're screwed, and the family's all super happy, yada yada yada. But like he's the only one that realizes, oh, this isn't right. So
which do you like better? Because I haven't seen that.
I think I actually like the one where only he realizes, like he bears that
That's
burden.
better.
But like it's actually a happy, because you know mom and dad are back together and everybody's happy and blah blah blah. But he realizes, oh wait a minute, huh?
It's got a Matrix scenario.
Yeah, we're screwed. But I like that ending better. But I guess that's kind of it. Like it's darker that way. And he went for, I don't know. Like that's a very good point you make, Chris. There's very dark moments in it that are offset by like Killer Gingerbread Men, or like you know the one guy who's like the comedic actor. I love him. He's on The Office, but like he can be a little
Packer.
It's Packer, exactly. Yeah. It's like I see him and I go, it's Todd Packer.
That was they went straight to sitcoms to cast that, because you had Berta from 2.5 Men, you had Todd Packer, you had Adam Scott from fucking Parks and Recreation,
and like Tony Collette, the brilliant Tony Collette, just kind of in there, you know,
holding it together.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But see, I see Adam Scott, and I think Hellraiser Bloodline.
Have you watched that work print? I have not heard a soul talk about that.
Not yet. I've not had. Yeah, I've not.
Because I didn't get the set. I need to. Hopefully that'll be available for us Americans.
I do need to pop that in though and watch that though. But yeah, I think I see Adam Scott. I think Bloodline. There's a funny interview with him. I don't remember what show it's on, but they mentioned like, what was your first role? And he's like, Hellraiser Bloodline. And he was like, he says something like, I thought I was just going to take off from there. You know what I mean? It's like, I thought this was big. So, well, let's go ahead and let's call it a night here. Let's go around the room here. Cody, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on YouTube and Instagram. That's Dude Who Loves Movies, one word. I am up for Horror YouTuber of the Month this month. So if you guys want to vote for me or vote for anybody who's nominated, that's going to be over on Jamie Hart's channel. She nominated me. It's I think it's an awesome thing. It's cool for a smaller channel like me, for channels under 1,000 subscribers, to really get your name out there to a newer audience. So if you go there and you don't want to vote for me, you can always just check out everybody else that was nominated. So yeah.
We actually have a former Horror Channel of the Month winner here.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I used to wear the crown for a little bit.
You still have the jacket they give you?
Yeah, it's like one of those windbreakers. It just says YouTube on the.
It's one of these. It's one of these.
If I win, I'm going to act like King Booker for the rest of the year.
You should. Get you a crown and like a little scepter.
Yeah.
It's a good gimmick.
Ghost, where can we find you?
Let's see. I'm on my website, thedailyghost.com. I have an Instagram account which you can link through the homepage there. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Black Christmas Defender. Where can we find you defending Black Christmas?
Yeah,
the remake, the 2019 remake, of course.
Exactly. That's the only one. Yes. I'm mainly on Twitter at Bonus Pretzel. I'm sometimes on Instagram. I haven't really made any posts recently, but on Instagram it's Dr. CZ Death. About it.
Okay. Nico, last chance to jump on so we can sing happy birthday to you, man. Come on.
Nico.
Matt, Dream Emulator, where can we find you?
Dream Emulator, Dream_emulator at YouTube and Instagram. That's about it.
All right. Swaggy, where can we find you?
I'm on Instagram at John's Cool World.
Okay.
That's it for me.
All right. Mr. Bombastic, where can we find you?
In St. Louis, rolling on dubs.
Nice.
No, I have no social media anymore that needs to be plugged. So
wow.
Yeah.
Completely, you removed your social media footprint.
Yep.
Damn.
It's nice.
Off the grid.
Yeah.
Not off the grid.
Smart move.
I don't yell it to people at the end of streams anymore. They don't should.
And Chris Muss has left us. Oh, there,
there he is.
Retro.com. Retro
Sorry.
where can we find you, sir?
www.retrocrypt.com. Yeah, RetroCrypt is my online store / her home video is my YouTube channel. I'm
Okay.
bad at self promotion, so just ignore
RetroCrypt, you can
ignore
get
the
things
awkwardness.
like
Okay.
this Corey Cunningham mask.
Yeah, I
On
sell
RetroCrypt.com.
collectibles, horror collectibles, and like nostalgia stuff here and there.
Boglins.
Shirts, yeah, if you like
Boglins.
Boglins, shirts,
Purses.
hats, purses, socks.
That's not like a main thing, but yeah, purses.
stuff for the ladies. Hey, it's for the ladies too, Jonathan.
I got
Yeah.
you got to expand the market.
It's RetroCrypt.
RetroCryptCo.com.
RetroCryptCode.com. There you go. So let's sing Nico happy birthday, because he's just not he's being shy. It's his birthday. So let's all sing Nico happy birthday here. In 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Nico. Happy birthday to you.
Ooh, that sounded like everybody's having a different conversation.
I was kind of I haven't sang. I realized I haven't sang that song in years. I was like, I don't even know if I know the words anymore.
But Nico,
All right,
we
now
hope you have a
Nico
great
Bell.
birthday, man. You want to do some caroling? Let's do some caroling here. Why not?
Have you guys ever seen carolers in your life?
Not in my life. I would
I've
I
gone
have-
caroling.
get off my porch.
I've never seen them. They're like
I have got when I was in the Boy Scouts of America. We went caroling one year.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, we did do that.
Yeah, there were
Exactly.
a couple times in elementary school where they stopped here at my house. It was really weird.
Yeah.
Like even as a kid, there's just people in your yard singing.
so. What,
And
Get
you
off
like
my lawn.
you feel like there's this obligation to not be rude and telling them to get the fuck out of your yard. So you just stand there and watch them.
You're like, can I go back inside now? There's a TV in there.
Yeah, you just stand there awkwardly and like,
Oh,
hurry
So-
we're doing another song. Okay.
so do they just start singing, or do they ring on the doorbell when we answer it? They start singing.
Yeah, they would. Whenever I was a kid, they ring the doorbell, and then by the time you got to the door, they stepped back and like they had those lights that look
Oh
like
my
candles. And
Yeah.
I'd be
I mean,
hiding behind the couch.
it looked cool, but it
Are you-
was very weird.
And are you supposed to tip them or what? Or they? Oh, I
I
don't know. I know nothing about this.
I
This
think
is
I
stuff
think
see on
it's just
TV.
like I don't know.
It's usually, I think usually it's a church thing
Uh,
out here, especially.
You know, you
anyway.
couldn't send memes back in the day. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me
I demand figgy pudding, and nobody ever gave me figgy pudding.
So this is very far from caroling, but for some reason it made me think of caroling. So if you have like say you're getting rid of like a big piece of furniture, you know what I mean? You can call and have prison or not the jail inmates will come and pick up your your couch, or say you're throwing away like an old fridge or something. They'll come and pick it up and take it to the dump for you. It's like some sort of, I don't know, but
they won't even let the prisoners unload us at the dump anymore because of all the drugs they were getting there. So you guys have got like all kinds of fun stuff going on now.
but I guess it's for like, you've got to be like really on the honor roll at the jail, but like, I mean, they come in a van and like they've got like a warden with them. So, it's like, they're not just running wild.
Best behaved arsonist 3 years running right here.
Exactly. Yeah. So my mom had something that she had to throw away, some kind of big, I think it was a big piece of furniture. So she calls whoever you call to get the inmates to come and take your crap away.
Need a prisoner?
So they come to her house to take this stuff away, and she's giving them candy and drinks like they're trick-or-treaters or carolers or something. And like she's asking the jailer who's with him, like, is it okay if I give him water? And he's like, well, sure, if you want to. So she's like giving him bottles of water. Is it okay if I give him candy? Well, sure, if you want to. So she's giving him candy and water. And I'm thinking, like, I told her, I said, why did you do that? Like, they're going to remember where you live. You're the candy woman. They're going to come pay you a visit when they get out. Like, what are you thinking? She's like, but they're good. They're nice. And I'm like,
She's talking to him and like, I keep everything valuable in that one.
I just want you guys to, I live here all alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're ever in the neighborhood again and you want some water or candy.
I'm not at home usually on Thursdays between 2 and 4.
Anybody know how to fix the security system? Mine hasn't been working for months.
Yeah. Those cameras aren't real, they're just fake.
Yeah, that ADT sign in the yard, we just put it there for show.
Exactly.
Oh, geez.
Either that or your mom just got protection.
My son's famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, oh, but they're nice. Like,
Those are the good ones. They wouldn't let them out if they weren't the good ones.
That's how they got in jail. They're so nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who knows, man?
Those are the non-violent ones.
Exactly. Yeah.
This gives little cans of Dapper Dan. It's like, here you go. Dapper Dan.
Yeah. Oh Lord. Next time she'll have like finger sandwiches or like punch made for her when they show up. You know?
Yeah. She'll be like, Joker will never do anything to us.
Oh God. Yeah. Lord have mercy. Anywho, so Thursday is the Silent Night Bloody Night watch along over on my Twitch channel. Friday is the Christmas stream with Jeremy and I. We're going to be opening gifts that people have sent to Jeremy. We're going to be giving away Bad Michael Myers masks. Jeremy's going to be absolving naughtiness. He's going to be trying eggnog for the very first time.
Oh Lord.
I'm going to see if I can talk him into eating a Christmas tree cake. So it's
Not
going
after
to
he
be.
gets a hold of that eggnog. He's never gonna eat anything again.
We'll start with the cake.
Start with the cake. Because
then
he's
we'll
gonna be pissed that you gave him bubblegum milk.
Then we'll segue to the eggnog. It's going to be an action-packed Christmas stream this Friday.
Everybody
beginning
tune in
1
to see
p.m.
Jeremy get very angry. He's just gonna stare at him, Justin.
Yeah, he's going to give me that his brow furrowed look, like, you know, he's not going to be happy. I mean, maybe he'll like it. Maybe he'll down the whole thing. I don't know, but it's going to be an adventure this Friday.
Give him some fruitcake too while you're torturing the
Boy,
boy.
no, I'm not going to touch that. Not going to take. Yeah, good Lord. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in. Everybody for tuning in. Let me do some shout outs. Thank you, Ash and Astro Juicy, for tuning in over on Twitch. Let's see who's still with us here on YouTube. We got Nico here. We got Cliff. We got Jess, Cable Channel 11, Scratch Burno, Heath Denson. We got Kevin Morrison, Drum Smash. We got Machiavelli 420, Caleb Croft, Cliff Booth, the Boba Fett's, Reggie 19, Joe Reese. Thank you all for tuning in. And there's Howard Orman. And thank you all for popping on and spending some time with me tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you all for being patrons. I appreciate that as well. So y'all have a great holiday. If I don't speak to y'all before Christmas, have a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Yes, indeed. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you again real soon. Peace.